on Jackson. Ah, yeah!
I said, is this thing on? We are back in the captain's seat. The ticket 93.7 DP is feeling itself as usual. We're doing a little improv, the color purple. Home, getting ready to shave, mister.
Daddy, I'm married now.
I said I married now. I had that too. See, God is trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
Low God is trying to tell you. Welcome back.
I loves me some sugar.
I know, right?
Nick has no idea what we're talking about.
Nope.
No clue.
It's okay.
One of the greatest movies ever made.
Tomorrow, again.
Adolf Caesar. Adolf Caesar is his name. Granddad.
Really?
Yeah, that's his name.
He was the same one that played in Full Metal Jacket.
No.
Or no.
No. Blues. Soldier Story.
Soldier Story.
With Henry Rollins. Well, not Henry Rollins.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You know, that kind of dude right there sets us all back.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Grant Winstrom, Jason Peter, tomorrow.
What?
In studio.
Really?
Dude,
what?
Are you going to be here? Because it might be a fight. We might have to go WWE.
Tag team.
Yeah, it might.
It'll be Harlem Heat versus the Road Warriors.
I mean,
well, tell them about it, Hawk.
It's gonna get a little antsy up in here.
Not enough room.
Man, this is plenty of room.
These walls are going to expand.
Man, there's plenty of room.
Walls are going to expand.
Although they both a little light, so I think I might be able to get them now.
Hey man, look, I'm giving them. I'm rolling out red carpet. I don't want nobody mad tomorrow.
Listen,
I don't want nobody mad tomorrow.
You're supposed to be rolling with your guy.
I'm rolling with you. I got you.
Ready to let the Road Warriors just come in?
No, I'm gonna hit him with the spinner Rooney. 5 times. I ask him how many times was I world champion. 5 times. or do you want me to come in as King Booker?
You said you was at least gonna have your ref. Now I don't know who else would be who I
Mark.
would tag team with.
You tag team with Mark.
Maybe Mark. I don't know.
Certainly not Nick.
Well, yeah, no, Nick. If I can get him to spaz out, it's Nick. I would love to be Nick's partner on a spaz out because I know if he spazzed, look out, right, Nick? You one of those guys that it takes you a lot to get angry, but boy, when you get angry, look out, right? No,
no, he's one of the bushwhackers.
Anyway, am I the only one? I was listening to you guys and I kind of got cut off. I didn't like that because you were talking interesting on the app.
Uh-huh.
Something happened. I don't know what happened, and it wouldn't let me back in. Do I need to just?
It was just you
back all the way out and.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exit out.
Okay, so if you run into the same problem that I run into, exit all the way out of the app and then sign back on, then you can get the app again.
Yeah. That's the move.
Grant Winstrom, Jason. I got so many good stats from these two dudes. I mean, I don't even know what else to say.
Now, you said a thing that you want to broadcast some state high school basketball games.
Yeah.
Do you know when those games are?
You know, I'm thinking it says March 7th at 3:15. Omaha Central girls play Lincoln Southwest.
So the 3:15 game is Nick. So you and Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, will you allow him into your space?
And if they happen to win, we'll see what 6 o'clock on the 9th holds.
6 o'clock on the 9th would be
if they win. They won it last year though.
6 o'clock at 9th, you'd be with me.
Okay.
3:15, he'd be with me because I know I'm taking 9 and 11.
You're the one who said, "Look, I need extra games. I need more games."
I did not say I need them.
I need
I said
more games.
We might as well just dive full
900 games. We just
diving full on into it.
No, so
it's good.
The 6 o'clock game on Monday is me.
Yes.
So that's me. So both games Central. I'll be doing both of those with
Okay.
Vershawn Jackson.
So Monday and then Wednesday, March 11th.
Yep, you're both with me. You're
Yeah,
both of
I'll
those
do
with
that
me,
too. And then on the boys' side of things,
sir.
I would want to do. Oh, that's 1:30 March 8th. Who's that?
That's Nick.
Okay. Whoa, Nick, I might just stick around. Omaha Central play right there back to back. Then Bellevue West. Then West Side.
Right. So Nick's got the first two of those, and then I've got the last two. We got to figure. Or are we going to split those in threes?
I think we'll probably split them
Nick
up.
will do the first
Because I
three, I'll
think
do
there's
the second.
also 9/11 that day, right? On March 8th.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to definitely split all those up.
We'll
Figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
This looks like a 26 game schedule for
Yep.
the week.
And
So a lot of the daytime programming will be run through, and then folks will be able to, like, if you want to hear just talk, I asked Mark this question, whether we could stream us
Yeah.
calling the game but not showing the game.
I think we could. And there's a way that we could put a scoreboard on the stream as well.
Right. So that should be
That the person running the board can
just
update
just
the
put
scoreboard.
Well, no. I mean, so if we have two laptops,
Yeah.
one could be just on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it could be. As long as, like you said, as long as it's not showing any part of the game, any replays or anything like that, we would be good.
Well, he
That'd be
could
good to call the
he
game,
could
though.
update. He could update it.
That's what I'm saying. Just somebody in here
Just a
with a
rolling
score bug.
score.
With
Yeah.
a score bug, yeah.
That'd be good to call a game. That'd be in the broadcast. Would be nice. Get a chance to get a little something different.
Well, this is the big boy space.
Yeah.
Step up.
Yeah. Well, I think I might have to.
Step up.
I'm gonna clear my schedule off and get this stuff situated. I'm gonna. Need to
But
make some
promise
copies
me
of
you're going
them.
to take at least a day and do nothing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like go and take care of your business and get caught up and all that stuff,
Yeah, I will.
right?
Is it start when?
Monday.
Okay, so
Monday at 9 a.m. Omaha Scott and Blair boys basketball.
okay, cool.
So
So
through
it's
that
all day deal. It's not
all day,
this
we will pull
this
some.
is a real deal, huh?
We will pull some nighttime stuff. The late night 9 o'clock from 9-11. We'll run some of that stuff. Those folks will be there. But then the following week is spring break. So
Yep.
we'll there'll be 2 weeks of really where you get to kind of get caught up.
Okay, cool. So let's just talk this right quick. Boys State championship bracket.
I don't have the boys bracket. I have
You've
the
got
girls.
it right here.
Well, it's not like he would share it.
You've
with
got
you.
Millard North.
Selfish child.
I know.
What is going
Millard
on?
North.
Yep.
Nick does that sometimes. You got Millard North
Nick.
versus Elkhorn South.
Yeah.
Millard
Elkhorn
North,
South. impressive.
23-2. Elkhorn South 16-8.
Yeah, Elkhorn South went on the road last night and beat Omaha Central handily at Omaha Central. That's how they got in.
Really?
Really, really impressive win from Elkhorn South. Alec Noonan dropped, I think, 27 points for Elkhorn
Whoa,
South.
The Noonster. Did he get an
So-
offer yet?
So I believe it's not Maverick, it's Alec.
Okay, so younger son.
Yep. So different guy.
Okay.
Maverick does have a Nebraska offer though for football. I
Yeah,
believe.
that's what I was talking about.
But this was Alec Noonan, I believe, dropped 27 against Omaha Central last night. They were up at one point 55-33 over Omaha Central. And that was the only way Elkhorn South was going to get in,
Wow.
was by winning their district. And so give them credit. They get to now play Millard North, number 1 overall.
And I think
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
I think Coach Behrens is retiring after this too, huh? Basketball coach. His dad was the coach when I was in high school.
For Omaha Central.
Yes.
Yes, he is. This is
I wonder
last year.
who's going to take that job. Donnie Johnson, where are you at, man? Then we got Gretna versus Omaha Central. Gretna 18-6, Omaha Central 19-7, coming off a devastating loss to Elkhorn South.
Gretna got a double overtime win over Lincoln Southwest last night.
Earned or no?
Yes, earned. Yes, they won by 3.
What was the game where there was the stall ball?
Creighton Prep and Lincoln Northeast.
Who was the stall
So
ball?
hold on one
Creighton?
second.
Oh, boy.
With Gretna, they're really interesting because they are loaded on sophomores. Their starting lineup 4 of 5 are sophomores, and so they're extremely young. And so they were 4-4 at one point, and now they're 18-6. So good back end of the season there. But like DP was saying, Creighton Prep held the ball in in the second overtime against Lincoln Northeast for 3 minutes and 50 seconds, then panicked, got a horrible shot up. Lincoln Northeast had a chance to win it, didn't know how to manage the 8.7 seconds that they had with the basketball, threw up a one-handed shot, and they ended up losing in triple overtime.
That's just good coaching.
I'm glad I wasn't in the building.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't there. Either.
I'm glad I wasn't in the building.
I know.
Think about it. That
Prep's
3 minutes
coach personally. He's an old quarterback. Played for the Beef. He's a guy who played for Omaha schools. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have talked crazy to him.
Oh, I'd have been the dude from Hoosiers, the drunk assistant coach. That'd have been me walking in the middle of the game calling names.
What do you do in that situation when a team is trying to run out the clock and they're playing keep away? What do? Do you foul?
Trap.
Yeah, just
Because you got to trap.
One thing at high school basketball,
sense.
what I've kind of noticed, especially
Coach.
watching this season, high schoolers panic.
Trap. No, I just need to get the ball in the hands of the one person on the floor who handles it the least
Well, see, but that's what
in
I'm
a
talking
place that he doesn't
That's
want
true.
the ball.
Yeah.
So if I
about. Call a
find some,
timeout.
well, no, I don't have to call a timeout because at this point of the season, I've already got this in.
Oh, so they already
Like
know.
we know,
Pizza.
Well, yeah, no, I call squares, and they understand that every corner we trap every corner.
Okay.
So we're going to keep people there, and we trap closest to the ball, one pass, and then one person farthest away from it. And that, quite frankly, you get a number 3 ball handler trapped in the corner. He's probably not going to be calm enough to find the one open person, and a cross court pass to the furthest corner. Yeah, no, I'm going to take my shot, and this dude's going to get yellow socks and give me the ball.
So is that what it sounds like? Whoever the Creighton Prep played just
Lincoln Northeast. They just let him keep
let
it.
him.
They just let him keep going.
Really?
They just let him.
Yeah.
They just let him. Like I mean,
coaching.
Yeah, I mean that to me, I like in whatever sport, I like making my opposing coach feel uncomfortable. Like I'll shake it up with you. I'll extend the zone on you. I'll run a 3-2, but I'll bring it all the way out to the top of the key and make you hit the soft corner backside of the backboard. And the odds are that you can't do it. The odds are you can't do it. So, I extend the zone one trip, then I'm gonna bring it back and bring it in tight depending on your shooters. Then I'm gonna flip it, go 1-3-1, make it look a little different. Again, make your bigs make decisions. I'm not gonna let somebody hold the ball for 3.5 minutes. That's not gonna happen.
No,
That's not gonna happen.
It should never happen. Not in basketball. Not when you can trap.
And I don't know why you would want that to happen.
So West Side versus Creighton Prep.
West Side's good.
Yeah.
Caleb Benning
plays
for him.
Dude, I don't know if they just stretched him out. He went from like 5'10" last year to 6'3" this year, and it's just crazy.
Well, now you know.
So who
what
you
it
like?
is.
Who you like to win it?
I like West Side quite a
Don't
bit.
take the ones. Don't take the ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would actually not take Miller North.
Don't take the ones.
I think Miller North. I like Bellevue West with Josiah Dotzler and William Kyle. Kyle's going to South Dakota State to play. So I would
Is
like.
that the right place for him?
It seems
Is that
like
the right level?
I think so.
Because we went through that with Fiddler last year.
Yeah,
and
well,
it,
now
right?
he's playing well at UNO as well.
Does he stay at UNO?
I think so. I think he's going to be a big part of what UNO does. Well, and what is UNO doing? I guess.
Well, but I mean,
So you
does
like
Fiddler
Miller
have
Move up.
options?
Yeah,
I'm-
you would
don't
think
you-
so.
Don't you?
You would think so.
I just totally wrote on your sheets.
That's all right. You can
I
always
told
print
you
it
to
out.
copy them because this is who
Yeah.
this is who
This is why I didn't want. This is why I was hesitant to give him to him.
folded pizza man.
Yeah, this is why. Oh, I didn't even notice.
Folded pizza man. What is going on?
Get
Pizza.
more pizza.
Pizza.
No, you
sandwich.
don't.
Bite
No, you literally don't.
on
Pizza
the
man.
fold. Yeah, you do.
Every bite, yes, but it's the same amount of pizza.
So I want to address this because Texter asks, didn't they add a shot clock this year? How were they able to hold the ball so long? So in the Metro tournament, they experimented with a 35-second shot clock, and there was one shot clock violation.
What's the rule for the tournament?
There is no shot clock
Boo.
because it got denied. The smaller schools, I believe, did not want to have a shot clock. One thing I will say, normally, like it's not 25 seconds or 24 seconds like NBA. It's not 30 like college. It would be a 35-second shot clock. And the way I think about it, if you can't run a successful offensive of set in 35 seconds, or at least put up somewhat of a meaningful shot in 35 seconds, there's bigger problems.
Well, you're not coaching the game. You're not teaching the game. You're not even playing the game. You're just there.
Just playing keep away.
You're just there.
It like literally last night, it's monkey in the middle. I mean, and it's the same thing every time in the regular season or in the postseason. If there's a minute 10 left, they just play at center court. They just play.
I'm old enough
pass
to
back and forth.
remember North Carolina's four. They hold up the four.
Corner, yeah.
They hold Phil Ford and his extra knee pads and his hot top blues would throw up the four, which meant they were going to spread you out and stretch you. But they did it too. Like, it was terrible. It was terrible. But that's almost every offense now, is that they're stretching you out to score. North Carolina didn't always do that. I don't think high schools should have to resort to that. I think you should be able to teach a system that can get you points at any point.
Yeah.
At any point in the game, if you need a bucket, be able to get it.
I'm going Millard North Central in the
Okay.
semis, Bellevue West Side, and I'm gonna go Millard North against West Side for the ship.
Who are you taking?
I don't know yet. When I think about that,
You'll see him.
Miller North.
Once I see them play,
Miller North
I'll
is
be able to tell you
interesting.
who I like.
They're less talented than last year. I think they only have 2 losses though this year, so I mean it's still a pretty strong season. David Harmon is a guy that's fun to watch. Kind of a guard / forward, can play like the 3. But then Jason Green, obviously the Creighton commit down low. How much have they been tested this year? We'll see.
How about McMorris?
Well, especially in this space.
With the
Watching-
magnitude of the pressure.
That now he's got people watching him who kind of let him ride along. Now you got to carry the ship. But I mean, he's talented, super talented. Like, I thought he didn't touch the ball enough last year.
Yeah, and another guy that I'm actually really interested to see on a smaller class level, and I don't mean to switch up classes, in C1 at Ashland Greenwood, Cale Jacobson, who is a guard for Ashland Greenwood, who I believe is 26-1 on the year.
Is he the second best player in that classification?
I would not be surprised if he's the best in C1 with Ashland Greenwood. Cale Jacobson just got offered by Wayne State last night. I know he has a couple other smaller school offers.
Okay.
Lamar,
I think UNO is there with him as well. Is in on him. So,
dude, McMorris. Remember
Isaiah?
that name. Yeah.
Yep.
Off the Pine.
Yep.
Keep in mind, he's a better football player. I'm hoping
Huh?
he's a super sophomore.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Lincoln will look him up. All you got to do is look at his highlights and tell the guy is amazing. The kid is amazing. He's been in it. He was amazing in Little League. He's amazing now. He comes off the bench sometimes and lead scores.
Yeah, I
don't get that.
I just
Northeast did the same thing. G. Gatner was one of their biggest scorers all season long and came off the bench the whole entire season.
Why? You know what I'm saying?
And he's a senior too.
See, that even makes sense.
Well,
to
I
me.
did that. I did that once, and it worked. I mean, team only lost 1 game. The best player was the 6th man because it got everybody else involved, and he was better once he saw where the openings were.
Yeah.
And then I'm not talking about sitting there for 4 minutes. He sit for 2 minutes, and then into the game, and dude was lights out. Like, maybe the best pure shooter I've seen in a long time. It happened. Like, when we started him, we didn't flow the same way. So yeah, those things. I do want at some point tomorrow, Nick, I'll pick your brain about the best players at each level.
Okay.
But to go into this tournament, to set this tournament up for optics and eyes. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
There's a lot of good storylines, not even just on the boys' side, the girls' side, especially starting with Lincoln High and Dominique Kelly.
I am so like what I love that I didn't jump in the pool because I can walk into the state tournament with 0 preconceptions.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any. It has no visual. I love being authentic in it, and I can just call it as I see it in the moment.
Shout out to Lincoln girls basketball teams.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 1, 2, 3 teams in the finals.
There we go.
That's pretty good. So talking about the girls' side as far as the brackets go in Class A, you got Miller South 26-0 versus Bellevue West, Omaha Central versus Lincoln Southwest, Fremont, and Omaha Central is returning champions.
Are the
Right?
teams better than they were last year, Nick?
In what way?
Is this tournament, is this bracket deeper than it was a year ago?
I would say the boys' side is more balanced because
Right.
last year you had Miller North with Hunter Salas and still obviously Jason Green. Then you had Bellevue West with Frankie Fiddler and Chucky and William Kyle was there last year. And then it was kind of everybody else.
Well,
This year, like Omaha Central is a team. They have a player named PJ Smith who is really, really a sharpshooter. I think shooting over 45% from beyond the arc this season. And they would not surprise me if they are in the championship game on Saturday.
Like if on the women's side, if Bellevue West is an 8,
Yeah.
and they're coming in at 18-6, I mean, to me, this looks a little different than it did last year.
Yeah, Bellevue West was interesting. I watched them in their district final against Pius because Pius got in because of the wild card because Bellevue West was down 12 in the fourth quarter at Pius and came back and won on a buzzer beater.
So you're
you're absolutely right.
This is kind of the thing. I think we're going to have our hands full next week.
It's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
It's
blast.
gonna be a lot going on next week.
And don't forget, Fremont at the number 2 seed on the girls' side has a player named Taylor McCabe who is going to Iowa.
I
So
loved her last year.
she is fun to watch.
Loved watching. I
What
mean,
about Miller South girls?
They are just a
Oh, yeah.
powerhouse. I mean, one of the more popular names from them in years past was Jamie Haran, who is now at Creighton.
That was a 3-point specialist girl.
She was a forward.
So they've got a girl that's a guard. I can't remember her name.
I haven't
she
seen
was kind of
Miller
a
South
point- she
today.
kind of a point, do everything
Yes.
kind of.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
You talking about somebody that can shoot? She can shoot.
Yeah, wore the headband, had
Yes.
the ponytail. Yeah, I know
she
he's
can
talking
shoot.
about.
Like I watched her somehow, some way. We're connected through somebody in sports, and they were telling me about this young lady. But she's really, really good.
It's going to be a fun week. We'll be exhausted, but that's okay.
Don't count Central out either. I think Central.
I would not count out any of the top 5 seeds in the girls' side, and I would not count out any of the top. Probably. Let's see, where's Creighton Prep? Probably 6 seeds in the boys' side of things.
Well, I'm just gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna go Miller South, Omaha Central in the quarters. I'm just saying that's who I like, and I like Fremont, and I think Bellevue East might upset Lincoln High.
Ooh, I'm taking. I think
See,
Lincoln
there you
High.
go,
I-
start tr-
I-
see,
I-
just-
I'm
he
just
started
kidding.
trouble.
I was-
He just started.
I
trouble.
think Elkhorn, or excuse me, I think Lincoln High makes the state title.
Hey, listen, I wrote down.
He just started trouble.
Man,
He just couldn't get out of the
So,
segment.
okay,
He just couldn't
he
get out
couldn't
of the
get out of
segment
it.
alone.
He
He
couldn't-
just couldn't get
Nope.
out of the segment. Okay.
No, this texter makes a good point. How about
Oh,
Elkhorn North's Britt Prince in Class B? Yeah, top 25. I mean, she's going to be a 5-star. She's just a sophomore.
Yeah. Yeah, got
Has 30 some offers
Yeah, you
at
got
the
time.
Division
Wow.
level, Division 1 level.
That time.
Her mom's the coach. They won the state title in her first year at the program last year as a program, I should say. It's Elkhorn North's second year being a school, and they're the number 1 seed in Class B.
Wow,
It's gonna be a fun week.
be an awesome week. Make sure
I'm gonna rest up this week. Sunday. I'm gonna rest up.
get there. Be square. It's the captain. The ticket 93.7. Be right back.
Need to send a message? Send it with cake. Congratulations. Here's a congratulations chocolate rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Thank you. Say thank you with an amaretto cake. I'm sorry that I accidentally hit your mailbox with my car as I was backing out of the driveway and then continued right into your prized petunias. You say that with a lemon drop cake. Everybody knows that. Beatrice Bakery in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Here to help you say whatever it is you need to say. Welcome to our world of yum.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Cloudy skies for the majority of the day, but should see a little clearing later this afternoon. Much cooler, but still mild. A high of 51, east winds at around 15. Cloudy tonight with a low of 32. We'll see a decent amount of cloud cover tomorrow, but a big warm-up with a high of 73 and a slight chance of a late afternoon, evening shower or thunderstorm. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Meyer, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
And I've told you that Dan Billy Waldrop story where back when you could talk to the players one-on-one, we were just BSing after a practice, and I just said, "Hey, so where are you living?" He goes, "Well, I live over on right off Holdridge Street." I go, "You like it over there?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm walking distance from the Dairy Queen."
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket is your place for English Premier League soccer. Man City remains atop the standings after a 1-0 win over Everton over the weekend. They face Man U on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Liverpool sits in second in the standings and heads to West Ham on Saturday for an 11:30 a.m. start. Chelsea will try to gain ground from their third-place position with a match against Burnley at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Catch all that and more games at McKinney's Irish Pub, your headquarters in Lincoln for English Premier League soccer at 8th and P.
In a world where fun and cash prizes collide, one game explodes to the forefront. Cash Blast from the Nebraska Lottery. Non-stop excitement, a winning thrill ride, and starring you. Until April 12th. Play 2x2 weekly for a chance to win $5,000 or $500. And if your ticket was a 7-day draw, your prize is doubled. Don't miss it. Cash Blast playing at a lottery retailer near you. 2x2 top prize odds 1 in 105,000.
Attention anyone standing near a mud puddle. Trucks and Bucks is back, so take cover. The Nebraska Lottery's most popular scratch game is roaring down the road again. And this year, we're giving away 8 blue 2022 Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew Flex Fuel trucks. So buy a $2 Trucks and Bucks ticket today. You could win a new Ford F-150 and make a real splash in your neighborhood. Ford F-150 is a registered trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Top prize odds 1 in 336,000.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hey, Steve. Welcome to Great Clips.
Great Clips asks, what's the difference between good and great?
Come on back and have a seat.
Good asks you what haircut you'd like.
I have all your details from last time. Would you like the same haircut today?
Great already knows. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you can get the same thing as last time, every time. Download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Did you know your air ducts can hold up to 17 pounds of dirt, dust, pet dander, and so much more? John Henry's is here to help make the air you breathe cleaner with a duct cleaning. If you've never had your ducts cleaned, now is the best time, especially if you have pets, someone in the home with allergies or asthma, or you've ever done a renovation. Find out more at jhlincoln.com or give John Henry's a call or text today.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and air.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsterats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Fruitcakes are just for Christmas, right? Gosh, I feel sorry for you. I mean, what if we had done that with bacon? Bacon is only for breakfast. We'd never have bacon cheeseburgers. We'd never be able to save a salad by adding bacon bits. We'd never have Brinner. That's breakfast for dinner. Don't limit yourself. Fruitcakes for St. Patrick's Day. Fruitcakes for graduation. Fruitcakes for Thursday. Beatrice Bakery and Grandma's Fruitcakes are perfect for every occasion. Check them out in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill has 2 Lincoln locations that are great for any occasion. If you're downtown for a basketball game or a concert, stop by their newest spot at 10th and P. Don't forget to check out their social media pages to learn about any concerts on stage at Rosie's. If you want to avoid a busy downtown scene, head over to the original Rosie's just south of 14th and Highway 2 for a feeling of your local hometown bar. There's plenty of TVs at both places and great food and drink. What are you waiting for? Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill at 10th and P and on South 14th Street.
Alanos businesses need reliable communication, both at the office and at home. Now more than ever. Just listen to Bill Mitchner from Lighthouse.
Before we'd have breaks in service, especially for internet, but we've never had any issues with Allo. It's always been there and available when we needed it.
At Allo, supporting your business is our business. To get your free quote and switch today, visit allofiber.com/workfast or call 402-480-6685 today.
What are you doing, Sip?
I thought the chickens could use some more light in their lives.
So you're building what exactly?
It's a motion censored switchboard. Duh.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Of course. Ow! God! Ow!
Seems like a job for a professional.
Just one more wire. Yep, there you go, right there.
Don't be like Sip. Call Joe at Ambition Electric for any of your electric needs at 402-217-3415.
From selling a home to even building one, you're doing a lot and need a lender who can help you do it. Like Jennifer Peters of Security First Bank.
There are a lot of ways we can work to find the best fit for your situation. Let me help you explore your options.
Mortgage lending from Security First Bank. We're the bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 505011 and 616194.
Back with Vershawn Jackson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right. The captain. On the ticket, 93.7 FM on the radio. I was going to bring people in, but I told you we're going to get a bunch of me. Got to stop giving you too much. Mike Kroll may be calling in tomorrow. That ought to be interesting. If not, we might save him for Monday since we got the Road Warriors, Jason Peter and Grant Wistrom coming in tomorrow. So I thought, what not better to use, but let's talk a little bit of recruiting. Because right now, that is what's important. And when we talk class, ranks, Texas A&M has got the number 1 recruiting class in the country. And if we're just talking stars, right, they've got 7 5-stars, 19 4-stars, and 3 3-stars.
Who is this again?
Texas A&M. Remember, there's a big stink about them spending all these millions of dollars to recruit these guys. They got 29 commits. And, I mean.
That's this year's recruiting class,
That's
right?
this year's recruiting class.
Okay.
Number 2, Alabama, with 25 commits, 3 5-stars. Do we know exactly what do the people know what the stars mean?
It's
what's a 5-star mean?
I don't. Here's the thing.
There's a definite definition for it.
Oh, there is?
Oh yeah, they've got definitions for what the
because
stars
here's what I've heard about the star scale and how they assess whether or not a guy's a 5-star. If you get invited to camps, your offer list, and how you perform at those camps. Because there's a lot of times where athletes will be ranked as a 5-star, but should be a 4-star. And guys should be 4 stars, but they're 3 stars, and they're kind of quote unquote diamonds in the rough. So I have a tough time, seeing how deciding how relevant the stars rating is.
I'm not saying necessarily relevant, but when we are putting these stars to these recruits, it's just like in NFL football. Okay, they give you a grade. Like, let's just say 5.5 means you have the potential to be a Pro Bowler. 4.5 means what's the next one? You make the whatever, I don't know.
All pro.
Okay. There you go.
Yep.
Okay, you start going, you go down and down and down from there. I would imagine that the star system has something to do with the same thing. So it says a 5-star prospect is considered to be one of the nation's top 25 to 30 players in the country. 4 stars, just to keep this in perspective, 4 stars is the top 250 to 300 players.
Yeah.
3 stars is the top 750 level player. 2-star means the player is a mid-major prospect, and a 1-star means the player is not ranked. So there you have it.
I would say this also. I mean, how much of a difference is there between the 31st best ranked, linebacker and the 30th best, a player that's ranked 30th in the country and a player that's ranked 31st in the country? If they're both linebackers, how big of a difference is there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, the difference could be this guy's more prototypical size and height, weight. And then this guy is maybe a shorter, maybe he's not a prototypical linebacker, but he brings the same thing to the table. So they might get bumped the guy that's the prototypical size. But I just thought that was really, really amazing that. So now in Ticket Country, you guys understand the star. So when I'm going through these numbers, it should put it in perspective. Okay. So Alabama, they've got 3 5-stars, 19 4-stars, 3 3-stars. Georgia, 5, they're number 3, 5 5-stars, 15 4-stars, 9 3-stars. Okay. Ohio State, they have 2 5-stars, 17 4-stars, and 2 3-stars. Now, you're going to see a trend real quick. Texas, 28 commits, 2 2-star or 5-stars, 19 4-stars, 6 3-stars. So you got Penn State, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, Michigan. Now, I'm going to go Penn State's got 3 5-stars, 13 4-stars, and 9 3-stars. But listen, now it starts to get tricky. Notre Dame, they have 1 5-star, 16 4-stars. Oklahoma, no 5-stars, 15 4-stars. Michigan, 1 5-star, 9 4-stars. Okay, and I'm going to keep going because I want to go down. I'm going to get down in the kind of where we are. Now, keep in mind, I only went through about the top 6 or 7. Notre Dame is 7. OU is 8. Michigan's 9. Clemson's 10. North Carolina's 11. LSU's 12. Kentucky's 13. Missouri's 14. Miami 15. Florida 16. Tennessee 17. Stanford 18. Wow. You mean Miami? So let me just read off the teams that have no 5-star commits. Okay. OU, Kentucky, Miami, Florida, Tennessee, Stanford, Auburn, Florida State, Indiana. Indiana's 21. Arizona, Michigan State. Michigan State's 23. Ohio, Ole Miss, Oregon, South Carolina, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Oklahoma State, Iowa. We're now listen at Iowa's commits. Iowa has 0 5-stars, 2 4-stars, and 17 3-stars.
That's how they've made their way, being hovering around 9 wins every year.
Well, it just behooves me, these star stuff, and now you put the NIL with it. Now it just makes it even worse. Okay, so Nebraska ranked number 41st in recruiting, 18 commits. We have two 4 stars and 16 3 stars.
Yep.
So there you go. To round out the top 50 is Cincinnati, Texas Tech, TCU. Let's see, Wisconsin. I'm trying to scroll here. Hold on just a minute. Wisconsin, Illinois, Colorado, Northwestern, Minnesota, and Houston. Which none of the bottom barrel teams have any 5-star players, allegedly. So that means you got to do a lot of development and develop player. Like, I mean, I don't know. A good question that I want to ask some of these guys is, if you were a star rating, what would you have been coming out? You know what I'm saying? Like, what would have what would a Rex Burkhead be coming out? 3-star at best
from Plano? Because I think that has a big part of it too. If you're not in a hotbed, it's hard to get noticed. I mean, that you've seen that shift almost from, I mean, with Lincoln and Omaha guys, is used to not be a hotbed for recruiting where teams would come in because, number one, I mean, Nebraska had it kind of locked down. They used to have it locked down. Now they don't necessarily. So now you're seeing Auburn and Arizona State and Kansas State and Iowa and Wyoming come into Nebraska and start recruiting kids.
Auburn, Oklahoma, come on, man.
Yeah, exactly. I'm talking the consistent ones.
Sure.
I mean, Oklahoma
Iowa's
came in
consistent.
on Caden Helms. Yeah, Oklahoma or Iowa's consistent. Kansas State's consistent. Kansas with Lance Leipold and Wyoming always is. South Dakota State.
Yeah, Wyoming big time.
But it's because Craig Bull has connections. I think, but we're starting to see that trend where schools feel like they're going to be able to come into Nebraska and steal some guys from the state because Nebraska don't have them locked down like they used to.
You know what's funny? It's Texas A&M. How many recruits you think Texas A&M came from the state of Texas?
Oh, probably 3/4 of them.
16.
Yep.
Wow. That means they're locking Texas down.
Yeah.
Okay, 16. 3 of them came from Georgia, 2 from Florida, 2 from Louisiana, 2 from Washington, 1 from Arizona, 1 from Pennsylvania, and 1 from Tennessee. Now, you've got because I'm just curious to what these kids look like. You got Gabriel. Well, let's start with Evan Stewart from Texas, wide receiver, 6 foot 175. He's a 5-star. Got a D lineman, 6'3", 280. Wow. From Florida. You got a quarterback, Connor Wiegman from Texas, 6'2", 208. Devin Harris, cornerback. Anthony Lucas, D lineman, 6'4", 275. Looks the part. You got safety, Bryce Anderson from Texas. Jake Johnson, tight end, 6'5", 225 from Georgia. I mean, I don't want to go through all of them. I'm just saying, just looking at prototypes. You know, you got a defensive lineman in Walter Nolan from Tennessee that's 6'4", 3 1/4. We're talking high school. 6'4", 3 1/4. Another D lineman, 6'6", 272. You know, I mean, there comes a point in time. I mean, listen at this. Offensive lineman, 6'4", 313. These are high schoolers. Offensive lineman, 6'4", 265. Edge rusher, 6'6", 230. Jeez. Tight end, 6'4", 235. Tight end, 6'6". So Texas A&M went and got 3 tight ends out of this class too. Another tight end, 6'6", 245. Linebacker, 6'2", 215. Offensive tackle, check this, 6'6", 3 1/4. And then we get to Noah Thomas. Noah Thomas. Does that name ring a bell to you? Noah Thomas is a wide receiver. He's 6'5", 180, 4-star. His dad and his uncle's Broderick, played at Nebraska. He's going to Texas A&M. Jeez. When we get back, we'll talk more recruiting. The Captain, the Ticket, 93.7.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill has 2 Lincoln locations that are great for any occasion. If you're downtown for a basketball game or a concert, stop by their newest spot at 10th and P. Don't forget to check out their social media pages to learn about any concerts on stage at Rosie's. If you want to avoid a busy downtown scene, head over to the original Rosie's just south of 14th and Highway 2 for a feeling of your local hometown bar. There's plenty of TVs at both places and great food and drink. What are you waiting for? Rosie Sports Bar and Grill at 10th and P and on South 14th Street.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Cloudy skies for the majority of the day, but should see a little clearing later this afternoon. Much cooler, but still mild. A high of 51, east winds at around 15. Cloudy tonight with a low of 32. We'll see a decent amount of cloud cover tomorrow, but a big warm-up with a high of 73 and a slight chance of a late afternoon evening shower or thunderstorm. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric ensures our home and office HVAC systems run smoothly throughout the year to provide maximum comfort and convenience. Routine maintenance reduced our operating costs just by improving the efficiency of our unit. Consider a maintenance agreement to ensure you too receive priority for services and scheduling. This helps meet manufacturer warranty requirements. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Here's your binky, buddy. We'll be home soon. You'd never give your baby a pacifier that has cigarette ash on it. But if you're smoking around your kids, yeah, it's kind of like that. Secondhand smoke contains thousands of toxic chemicals that can have a lasting effect on your child's health. Protect your children. Don't smoke around them or any child.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Are you ready for $0 cost individual employee health insurance? How about company paid life insurance for you and your family? What about on-the-job paid training? Become part of the Landmark difference today. Join Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, at our upcoming career fairs. Chat one-on-one with our team to hear what it's really like to work with us. Career fairs will be held at Landmark locations, March 8th in Lexington, March 10th in Kearney, March 22nd in Beatrice, and March 24th in Hastings. See more details at www.landmark.careers.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful.
I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman.
Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket. Every Saturday morning now in our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Back with Vershawn Jackson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
And we're back, y'all. It's the Captain on the Ticket, 93.7. doing a little recruiting special just because I can. We're going to go through these guys because I think we should. Basically, we're ranked 41st in the country in recruiting. We are ranked 10 in the Big Ten in recruiting. Jaden Gold, cornerback from New Jersey, 6'2", 190, should be pretty good. Should come in and compete.
Same place. Here, a trivia question actually for you, VJ.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Bergen Catholic in New Jersey. Who on Nebraska's roster is from that high school? It's a prominent name on the offensive side.
From where?
From
From
Bergen
Jersey.
Catholic in New Jersey. Same high school.
On the offensive side.
Offensive
of the
side.
Ball would be, I don't know.
Ramir Johnson.
Ramir Johnson, RJ. Okay.
Nebraska does give him credit. They recruit New Jersey well.
Well, we've always recruited New Jersey well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you got to think the great Mike Rozier came from New Jersey. Mike Fullman came from New Jersey. Mike Nice. There's a lot of guys. Doug Coleman came from New Jersey. Baron Miles came from New Jersey. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's a lot of good New Jersey players that come to Nebraska and do well. So we definitely got to keep that pipeline going. Jalil Martin.
Caller
athlete.
says Burkhead was a 4-star.
Who did?
Caller.
Burkhead was a 4-star.
Okay. It's respectable.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know what he was coming out, but did they have the star system back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't that far back. The star system started like early 2000s.
04? 03?
Yeah.
Burkhead was what, 03, 04, 05?
No. Burkhead was
came before-
Burkhead was Nebraska was in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying who was 07, 08?
He committed in 08.
Okay, so yeah, he was here with Bo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
And according to 24/7 here, he was 336 in the country, a 3-star according to 24/7 Sports.
That's better.
Was he a
Plano.
4-star on Rivals? Because
True.
they're different on
Who are we
those two,
going
so it's
with?
really
Rivals, or are we going 24/7?
that's the problem. It depends on where you go.
Flip a coin, right? Here we go.
Yeah.
Rex Burkhead.
It's whichever one has you higher.
He was a 4-star on Rivals.
Yep.
Okay,
See,
he's a
whichever
4-star
one has
on
you higher.
240th in the best player in the country.
So
we're-
so
we're having
300 to 200.
So we're having
Whoa,
a 94 player drop there. Swing.
Wow.
Between Rivals and
That just goes to show you that I mean, we might as well start our own recruiting service and start ranking them as well.
Do you want to?
Not really.
Oh,
We can make a decent amount
do we
of
know?
money.
I agree.
Can you guys guess who recruited Rex Burkhead?
Who recruited Sexy Rexy? Let's go.
Running back
with-
coach or not running
Nope,
back coach?
it was
now.
not a running back coach. It was
Bill
both-
Bush.
Nope, it was It was both the offensive and defensive coordinator.
Oh, who was the offensive defensive coordinator?
Went to Louisville. Quarterbacks coach. Watson.
No.
What?
Beck?
It was not Sean Watson. It was Tim Beck was one of them.
Uh-huh.
That's
He's
the
at
offensive
Texas.
coordinator.
Tim Beck was a high school coach in Texas. So
He
that
was.
makes sense.
Who
Beck,
was the defensive coordinator in
Carl
2009?
Pelini.
No, Carl Pelini was not the defensive coordinator. Papuchis wasn't either.
Bingo.
It was
It was
Papuchis.
Papuchis.
John Papuchis.
Beck
Then
and Papuchis.
went to North Carolina. Papuchis
Wow.
did.
I gotta get old Pappy on, man.
You do got to get Papuchis on.
Yeah, I
There-
get Papuchis on.
There's some stories
That's
there.
a name.
Yeah.
John
Old
Papuchis.
Papuchis.
Where's he at nowadays?
Is he
Yeah,
still
hey,
in North
listen,
Carolina?
Tim Beck was not an offensive coordinator at the time. He was a
Okay, that's right.
He was a running backs coach
At that time.
at that time.
Yeah. Then he actually went to Ohio State, was the quarterback coach at Ohio State, I believe,
And the assistant offensive coordinator.
and assistant offense coordinator recruited Tate Martell.
Tathan.
I didn't think he was.
Was
and-
Papuchis the linebackers coach at that time?
yeah, he was like the
Maybe he wasn't the defensive
Yeah.
coordinator.
So you
he
had
wasn't
the
the D
running backs
coordinator.
coach
He
and the
never had the D
linebackers
coordinator.
coach recruiting
Remember-
Rex Burkhead.
Remember Carl Pelini was the D coordinator.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
See,
de
that's what-
facto D
So nice job.
coordinator,
Nice
y'all.
job, Rico.
See, I was right.
What?
I said Carl Pelini was the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Somebody goes, Tim Beck was not offensive coordinator at the time, Nick. So bad job on that one.
Wow, you were wrong all
He
around.
hit you again too.
How dare? Oh yeah, and then he hits me with the same guy. Same
Also,
person.
Papuchis wasn't.
Yeah, you were wrong
It is what
all
it is.
around.
And later on in the
Stop
time,
being
they,
wrong,
they
Nick.
eventually.
Come
That's
on,
right.
man.
The
All right.
youngin.
So you have
It
to
is
use-
what it is.
Hey, you have to use it's in my opinion.
Yeah, that's
That's how you get them.
scapegoat.
Isn't that how you get them?
When it
Or
comes to-
I believe. I think.
I think. When it comes to
It is-
Burkhead's rivals, was
You still got the answer. You
obviously
understood.
right.
Yeah. It's an educated guess of mine.
You hear
I
what
just love
Corey
it.
said?
I just love the so bad job on that one, Nick.
When it comes to Burkhead, rivals was obviously right, and 24/7 was wrong. Corey and Lincoln.
We need more Rex Burkheads.
Got to find them. You got to find us. You can't find the Rexies. And I mean, those are diamonds, man. Those are. I know Nick. Nick lives in Wyoming, and go from there. Oh, that's Mud Dog.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yep.
Come on,
They hate
Mud
me.
Dog.
They hate
Mud
me.
Dog always talking.
Kelsey
reckless.
hates me. Kelsey hates me.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. The
I
Mississippi
yeah,
Mud Dog.
they're against me. They've been against me from the start.
Really?
And it's okay.
No, I like the Mud Dog.
That's fine. And the Mud Dog
Mud
likes
Dog's
a lot
cool
of people.
with VJ.
Mud Dog likes Rico. She likes you. Like before you or no? Did you ever meet Big Sky?
I don't think.
Oh
so.
man, Mud Dog hated me and Big Sky.
Really? What y'all do to Mud Dog?
I don't know.
Mud Dog, what they do to you?
Yeah.
Text us in right now
Yes.
on the Sutter Heyman text line 402-999.
I've tried calling him out before
4620.
because I'm totally okay with it. You know, it is what it is. I found out that they do also know one of my former baseball coaches.
Was it a good experience?
Yeah, it was a great experience. So I don't know why the Mud Dog's against me. I honestly
They're not
don't know.
against you. He's just telling you the truth.
Oh
You're
no.
wrong.
This
Papuchis wasn't the D
stems.
coordinator.
You're right, and this.
and the offensive coordinator wasn't bad.
But VJ, I'm telling you, this stems back. This goes way back to when I was starting out as an intern.
They just hold
Mud
your
Dog
feet to the fire.
No, and I appreciate that. I'm all
Good
about
job,
it.
Mud Dog.
Wet blankets in on that as well. I'm all in on it. But I've asked multiple times, Mud Dog, text in, tell me what I've done, and they just don't.
Oh boy, here we go. You about to get it. You about to get it.
Nick and Big Sky just throw out stuff, and they aren't always right. I just check them when they need it, big time, and I
See?
appreciate that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I do.
The Mississippi Mud Dogs, he got your back. They just trying to make sure that you say what you mean and mean what you say, and it's fact.
Big time. Someone else says, Nick, if someone hates you, you're probably doing something right.
Fist bump. Boom. If they're not
man.
talking about you, you ain't doing nothing.
That's funny. No,
That's what
like
they
I
say.
said, it is what it is. I'm not too worried about it.
Ooh,
I gotta be more thorough.
Yeah, Mississippi Mud Dog is punching you in the gut. Yeah, I wouldn't have to do this.
Good stuff. Good
Nick,
stuff.
you know what? Listen, Mississippi Mud Dog, no disrespect. But if I was you, Nick, I'd be like, you know what? We're not reading anymore, Mississippi Mud Dogs.
But I don't mind. Like it
I was
doesn't
just kidding,
bother me.
but-
I know.
because I
know.
I would continue to read them because they're good.
No, it is.
Somebody
it is.
needs to give y'all some problem.
I don't mind. Like people saying stuff. I honestly don't. So we're chilling. I
They say, Nick, you're okay. Bach, on the other hand.
oh no. Oh no.
We taking shots across
Somebody
party
goes.
lines
Somebody
now.
goes. How does she hate you over Sipple? Oh no. What is going on? What do we start, VJ?
Hey man, hey, listen, hit us. We just gonna open it up right now.
List your personalities at the ticket.
We're gonna open,
Who are
we're gonna open
what's
it
the
up
order?
right now to all the texts you want to send in. We're gonna read them all. 402-999-4620. Honda of Lincoln. Listen, call in Mississippi Mud Dog if you got the kahunas. Call in 402-464-5685. We'll be right back. The captain with Nick. Ticket 93.7.
Need to send a message? Send it with cake. Congratulations. Here's a congratulations chocolate rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Thank you? Say thank you with an amaretto cake. I'm sorry that I accidentally hit your mailbox with my car as I was backing out of the driveway and then continued right into your prized petunias. You say that with a lemon drop cake. Everybody knows that. Beatrice Bakery in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Here to help you say whatever it is you need to say. Welcome to our world of yum.
Are you ready for $0 cost individual employee health insurance? How about company paid life insurance for you and your family? What about on-the-job paid training? Become part of the Landmark difference today. Join Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, at our upcoming career fairs. Chat one-on-one with our team to hear what it's really like to work with us. Career fairs will be held at Landmark locations. March 8th in Lexington, March 10th in Kearney, March 22nd in Beatrice, and March 24th in Hastings. See more details at www.landmark.careers.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sutter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SutterHeyman.com.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You know you want that smoky, tangy, sweet, and spicy sauced and tossed Wingstop. But you just brought a haul of groceries home from the store. It's cool. No one expects you to shop and cook in the same day. So let the flavor experts at Wingstop hook you up with mouth-watering wings, crispy tenders and thighs, fries and sides delivered to your door. You can always cook tomorrow. That's why the fridge was invented. Get it delivered at wingstop.com.
Order online now from the new Wingstop located at 5001 O Street.
Your child's most important school supply is free and fits in a pocket. It's their library card, and it's important to use that card often. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the NSEA and a lifelong reader. Your local library can unlock a whole new world for your child. Explore it together. The library is a great place to learn and spend time together. Let's help every child succeed.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. In boys sub-district basketball, after beating Lincoln Lutheran, Lincoln Christian fell to Ashland Greenwood in their sub-district 75-57. Marshbanks and Barrier combined for 39 points in the loss. Parkview Christian won over Osceola 63-60. Beatrice beat Norris 49-42. And Platteview rolled past Waverly 64-26 to win their sub-district. In girls district basketball, after a win over Nebraska City, Norris beat Waverly 48-30 to win their sub-district. White for Norris was the leading scorer with 14 points. Lincoln North Star beat Omaha North 71-41. Omaha Burke will play at Lincoln High on Saturday. Lincoln Lutheran beat Lincoln Christian to advance to the finals. There they would play Malcolm and win 48-27. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank. A relationship you can count on.
Cloudy skies for the majority of the day, but should see a little clearing later this afternoon. Much cooler, but still mild. A high of 51, east winds at around 15. Cloudy tonight with a low of 32. We'll see a decent amount of cloud cover tomorrow, but a big warm-up with a high of 73 and a slight chance of a late afternoon, evening shower or thunderstorm. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
High school sports on 93.7 The Ticket are brought to you by the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Lincoln is excited to welcome big events to our community. Find out what's happening in Lincoln by visiting lincoln.org.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
3-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Coming at you live from the Coppels Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Ah, yeah!
Hey, play part-time lover. Let's get a little.
This is part-time lover. Come on, man.
We're playing part-time lover.
Yeah.
We're playing it for a reason. Part-time lover. They love you only part-time, Nick. They only like you part-time, buddy. It's okay. At least they love you sometimes.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Some people get no love.
Better than nothing.
Man.
We reading
crazy.
these?
Yeah, you can.
All right. So we got How Does She Hate You Over Sipple? I don't know the answer to that one. Bryce says, I'm not as bad as people that used to work here. Actually, Rico's got thoughts. Rico's got a thought about this.
Come on, Rico.
What's up, Rico?
Do we want to go through all the former people that have worked here?
No, we're not going to do that.
Because I can name my favorite.
We're not going to do that. Just come on.
Okay, then Claytonia John says, I don't know what the beef is, but if I was Nick, I'd have to curb stop Mississippi Mud Dog. Boom. Never. I don't know if I'd have the capability to ever
He's
curb
a nice
stop.
guy.
Yo,
I don't think
Mississippi-
I'd ever be able to curb stop anybody.
Mississippi Mud Dog's a G.
So here, yeah, this is why Rico says Mississippi Mud Dog's the G. Mississippi Mud Dog laid out everybody here. So I'll just read this verbatim. Bach is an OG. Sip is a legend. DP is literally the boss. I can't even keep
Read
a straight face
Read
saying
it.
this.
It's true.
Rico is the glue that holds it all together.
You're welcome.
Jake complains too much. He has a victim mentality.
Sorry, Jake. That's why I didn't read it, Jake. That's why I didn't read it, Jake.
Nick is just a little sloppy at his job, but I'll say he's getting better and better.
Proud of you, Nick.
VJ and Jay have been an awesome addition to the station.
I'm just here to keep everybody together.
Rico, that is so far off.
How is it far off?
You
Everybody
are the
left.
glue,
How are you
Rico.
the glue?
I'm the glue. I've been on every single show.
Don't worry about the past. What's currently happening?
No,
It's
right?
you and
No,
I.
currently. I've been on every single
You
show.
guys are both the glue. is what I'm
No,
saying.
Nick's not the glue.
No, I'm not the glue.
I'm the glue.
I am not the glue.
Yeah.
I'm here to make sure everything goes smooth.
Bryce says this: as long as you're not a J score or a straight Creighton fan, you a good guy. I did have a tweet involving Creighton. I made a
Jay Husker?
No. I made a
Did you
tweet.
make a funny?
No, I wouldn't say that. I did tweet something last night that said, like, I was watching Creighton and UConn last night. At the end of the day, and this is going to be a boisterous take, at the end of the day, Creighton just wins.
It's true.
Like, and on the tweet, I was like, Nebraska fans aren't going to like hearing this, but, like, Creighton just wins. They just find a way to win. They just get the job done.
Somebody said it's Rico, Mississippi Mud
Dog. That would make so much more sense.
Now, Mississippi Mud Dog, I don't know how long they've been texting into the station, but I know that me and DP gave them the nickname Mississippi Mud Dog when I was doing Saturday shows. Because they would text in a lot. We would talk trash back and forth about Bellevue West.
Yo, Mississippi Mud Dog, they got somebody, Mac Owens down at Aurora, the Haitian sensation. I pay attention.
Mac Owens is a G.
I pay attention to the state wrestling.
Back to what I was talking about.
Thanks, Rico.
Thanks,
No problem.
Rico.
Start calling you Elmer. Elmer's glue.
Yeah, get out of here.
Just call me Elmer.
Elmer.
All right, we're still talking a little bit of recruiting.
Okay.
So I met Jalil Martin.
Yep.
Athlete, 6'3", 190. Good size. Phenomenal athlete. Great player. Anthony Grant. I think I called him Lightning because I think if him and Yant, what do we come up with the Yant man?
Is that what we called?
He gets small.
Yeah, man.
Yant man. Anyway, I think Yant and Grant. Look at that. Yant and Grant. I think Yant and Grant would be a great 1-2 combination. I really do. He is a straight line runner. He can put his foot in the ground and go, and he's always looking to score. I like that. Ernest Hausman.
Columbus guy.
Gives a great upside, great motor. gives us a lot of range. We need range as far as being able to play at the linebacker spot. I think he can play anywhere in that linebacker spot area. Victor Jones.
Exciting wide receiver.
6'2", 184.
Quick.
Look forward to seeing him to see if he can. With the receiver room, though, do we redshirt some of these guys?
Absolutely.
Unless they're a phenom. And if they're a phenom, meaning if they're just as good as the three guys we got at the top of the board, then that's saying something.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying a lot. I can't say that that I would give him credit as being better than those top three guys. Javier Morton.
Yeah, Javier, yep.
6'2", 197. We're probably going to need a little help in that secondary. I would imagine he is being recruited to come in and play. Not coming in red shirt, but so be it if we need be.
What about Agent Zero for Yant?
I like Agent Zero. I've been saying Agent Zero.
Okay.
But he don't like Agent Zero because he
You
thinks
don't like Agent Zero?
He thinks it's the biggest bust in the NBA in the history of the NBA.
You say Agent Zero, I automatically go to
Gilbert
Arenas.
Arenas is the biggest.
He's
bust.
good on my team.
That is a lie.
When I say bust, I don't mean bust in terms of his play. I mean bust in terms of what he did to be banned from the NBA.
Oh, well, there's a lot of people that could be bigger busts than what he did. His was idiotic, though. Yeah,
What are
that
you
is
talking
true.
about? How many millions of dollars did he leave on the table? I mean, he stole money. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He stole a lot of money. But how much more money could he have made had he stayed in?
Happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, well.
How much more money could Plaxico Burress have made?
Ooh, if he wouldn't have shot himself?
Yeah, if he wouldn't have gone with a firearm in his pants without a
smart.
holster and shot himself in the leg.
Well, not only going with a firearm in a holster, but how about have one in the chamber? I mean,
Yeah.
at
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are we thinking?
Why isn't the safety on?
Because some 9mm, if it was a 9, don't have safeties. Okay, so therefore, my point is, why would you ever walk around with a gun with the safety off and one in the chamber? It doesn't matter to me. Why are you walking around with one in the chamber?
And wasn't that like 2 years after they won the Super Bowl?
One in the chamber.
Dummy.
That's all I can say.
Rico, I got to read this
Not
text.
very smart.
Oh, go ahead.
Rico is kept around to make sure Adrian Martinez and Lat Man are regarded as Husker legends.
Damn straight. Don't talk down to my mans. My mans is
Lat.
Adrian who was that?
He basketball player.
Okay.
No, I'm telling you, Adrian,
He
the
loves
best
Adrian,
statistical quarterback in Nebraska history.
Lat Man helps Nebraska rebound more than anybody.
I almost said cut his mic, but I'm liking Rico today.
I'm not wrong. I never said he was the best quarterback statistically, not by wins. Statistically,
He's not even statistically
rushing
the best
yards.
quarterback.
Yes, he is statistically.
Yeah, right.
All the records.
Yeah, he's got all the records.
Do
for
we want to
quarterbacks.
get into this? No, I'm kidding.
We're not doing this.
We're not doing it again.
Lat Man's my guy.
Remember
over under 12 and a half.
remember we buried Martinez in Manhattan.
What about Cade Warner? Where's he buried?
We buried him in Manhattan.
We're not burying him because he's going to win a Heisman down in Manhattan.
That's a lie.
Cade Warner?
That's another lie.
Cade Warner's going to be drafted in the 3rd round because of Adrian Martinez. He's going to catch 8 touchdown passes.
Cade
this year.
Warner will be the next Julian Edelman.
Heck yeah, he will.
K-State record. What do you think, Rico? Since you
K-State's record?
Since you drinking the Adrian Martinez
10 wins.
Kool-Aid, you saying 10 wins?
10 wins, upset Oklahoma.
I would say 8.
Going 8?
I think 8 and 4.
They're going to a bowl game.
That's a Kansas
Does
State.
Martinez get drafted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Martinez starts the entire season. Gets drafted in like the 5th round.
If
5th, 6th, yeah, like
Yeah.
or he's
So,
or he's
let me ask you
he's
another-
or he's
let's ask a
um,
different question.
He's a
Okay.
free agent, priority free agent.
Is Martinez going to get drafted? Say he has the exact type of year that he had for Kansas State at Nebraska. Does he get drafted?
Yes, because you can still make mistakes you can still make mistakes against Big 12 defenses and look
Guys
a lot
don't know
better than
football.
Big 10.
You don't know football. There's no way that he can have the exact same type of situation that he had here in Nebraska and he gets drafted.
Well, he's not going to have because he'll have a running game.
And an
You
offensive
hope.
line.
No, he will.
You hope.
No, he will.
Deuce Vaughn.
You guys think that a running back is the main key for a running game?
They also have a pretty good offensive line.
Okay. Like I
K-State
said,
has an identity.
like I said,
That's true.
the best thing that can happen to us is we play K-State in the bowl game. That's the best thing. Then who you taking, Rico?
That could also be the worst thing.
Who you taking, Rico?
I'm taking Nebraska.
Oh. Who you taking, Nick?
But Adrian Martinez,
Nebraska,
but
I
Adrian
think they're gonna be a
Martinez is
better
going to have
team.
5 touchdowns.
What, BJ? What is going to be your reaction if Adrian
Richard
throws?
Torres.
What if? No. Listen. What if Adrian throws for 250, runs for 100, and has 4 total touchdowns in the bowl game against Nebraska, but Nebraska still wins?
Then I'm gonna say he did exactly what he's been doing. He's exactly who we thought he was.
I see.
A guy who can put up big numbers and still lose.
Interesting. That's a good point.
That's who he is.
I agree.
Yeah.
Put
I
up
understand.
all the numbers you want in the world, but at the end of the day, you got an L in the loss column. That's a problem. Who cares about your numbers?
Bingo. I
Numbers don't
understand.
matter. Anyway,
K-State is 6-6 according to the Sunday Texter. Amart rushes for 1,200, throws for 15, throws 8 touchdowns and 8 picks. Ends up working at a car dealership.
hey,
I was gonna say that's a slight, man.
Hey,
You're
who is that?
I
Don't be talking about car dealers now. Doggone it. Wait, where is this at? Here it is right here. 402.
I was just say easy.
I ain't gonna give you a whole number out, but golly, what's wrong with being a car salesman?
Maybe that was wrong of me to say that he would be drafted. I think there's a
Go give it
scenario.
a shot.
There's a scenario where he's a priority free agent. He's a PFA.
Somebody said, in what world will Martinez get drafted? There have been much better players to play at Nebraska and go undrafted, Bryce.
That's not wrong of you to say he's going to be drafted.
It is wrong.
No,
He's
it's
not
not.
gonna get drafted.
I don't know.
He
Like
can get drafted.
think about it. Like Tanner Lee got drafted in the 7th round of the Jags.
Adrian Martinez can get drafted.
Somebody called him the Russell Westbrook Thunder version of college football.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
That's
that Russell
really
Westbrook won an MVP and went to the playoffs
Thunder
multiple
version
years.
of-
Won an MVP, went to the playoffs, went to the finals with Kevin Durant.
Again, that's how you know you drinking the Adrian Martinez Kool-Aid.
How?
Is
Yeah, you
because
big on
you
Adrian
didn't
Martinez,
get what
Rico.
he said. What he said was he becomes that version. Russell Westbrook never won anything in basketball. Look at the Lakers.
Again,
Oh, no.
Russ, but you said Thunder version. Again, that was the best version of Russell Westbrook. And again, that version of Russell Westbrook went to the finals, won an MVP, took his team to the playoffs, averaged a triple-double for 3 straight seasons, and had winning records.
Yeah, right.
He had no, that's not even a yeah, right. That's a fact.
No, I'm not saying that, but he never won a championship.
A lot of players haven't won championships.
Okay, so they compare him to.
I mean, I would take that.
Look.
I wouldn't take that as a slight.
Everywhere that Russell Westbrook has went, they have not been good. Give me one place besides OKC. I'm waiting.
I mean, I can't.
I'm waiting.
He wasn't great in Houston.
Once again, I mean, like this
I'm waiting.
it's a perfect comparison because, like, think about it. When he was in Washington, he average a triple double.
He actually
So it's like
dragged
that
them.
individual thing.
He
right?
dragged them to the playoffs after Bradley Beal went down. So he actually was contributing to wins. They didn't win in the playoffs, but he contributed to taking them to the playoffs because they were out of the playoffs at the time.
but more of an individual stat stuffer.
Oh yeah,
That's Russell Westbrook.
But he gets
Good
wins.
Good comparison.
Yeah, if you need a used truck, go ahead and hit me up on the
VJ just doing business.
Vershawn J at the ticket.
But again, I would take a Russell Westbrook career.
Oh, Westbrook wins a championship before Harden.
Ugh, neither one of them gonna get a championship.
I think Harden would, because Philly, they've shown the ability to make it work right now.
If Bron goes
early on,
if Bron goes 0 dark 30 and Anthony Davis can figure out how not to roll his ankle on a pebble,
good point.
Then Russell Westbrook will get
With the
dragged to a
LeBron
title.
Lakers thing, it's over for the Lakers. You Laker fans, put a fork in it. It's over.
Go
They're
Bulls.
still in the play-in.
Go Bulls. They're still second in the East.
DeMar
Bulls?
DeRozan resurgence.
Chicago
Bulls won't win
baby.
anything.
Oh,
They might
really?
win one round.
That's fine. More than we won last year.
That's true.
More than the Knicks are
We
winning.
got a lot of good players though. Chicago picked up a lot of good guys.
They did.
Yeah, by
DeMar-
tampering.
Maybe.
No, there's no
lost a
maybe.
pick.
They already got.
We lost a pick.
They got
it's
in trouble.
fine.
Yeah, they
I
were
understand.
caught tampering.
Yeah,
Like that's
we
not
were
even a
caught.
maybe. That is.
Listen,
with the whole Lonzo
you know how
thing.
many teams can get hit with
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
tampering?
I mean, come
No,
on.
don't cheat.
Just about all.
Miami did.
That's
too.
why the Knicks are bad is because they don't cheat. That's the problem.
Well, maybe you need to
What's
start
wrong with
cheating.
They should start
Cut
cheating.
his mic, Nick.
Don't forget, Rico. We got that bet.
Cut his mic, Nick.
Oh, I know.
Don't forget, we got that bet. Bulls finish.
New York forever.
I've been a diehard Lakers.
Bing bong.
I've been a diehard Lakers fan.
Bing bang.
I've been a diehard Lakers fan for over 20 years, and it brings me great joy as well. What? And it brings me great joy as well
to be a Lakers fan.
Right. I, as well as every other actual Lakers fan, hates LeBron.
Ooh.
Let me just say this before I read the rest of this. My daughter was a Lakers fan. She loved the Lakers. She loved Kobe Bryant. And when LeBron James came, she was not a Lakers fan. She still likes him, but she doesn't love him anymore. And that's a problem. And I love to see them fail. Him fail.
Oh, him.
See him fail. I tell all of my friends I'm happy and with them not winning a single game until LeBron leaves.
Oh, that's my boy Qdoba guy. That's my man.
Qdoba guy, I'm with you 100%. Why would you bring LeBron anywhere? LeBron should have stayed at Cleveland.
The first or second time?
The second time.
I agree.
First time he did what he had to do. He when he won a championship in Miami, boom, he goes home, he wins the championship. They had T. Lewis, the coach.
Yeah.
They had studs all the way around him.
Remember, don't forget.
He couldn't Bogart T. Lou. That was the problem.
I was gonna say, don't forget with that whole thing that year was is T. Lou even coaching? Is it just LeBron coaching and T. Lou was just sitting there?
Are you serious about the Lakers bringing in LeBron? Are you mad about that?
That was horrible.
Why?
Because
that was the best thing they could have done. No. He wanted to be there. You got him there. You won a championship.
You won a de facto championship. You're not counting that.
You won a championship.
You counting the bubble as a championship?
Do you have a ring? Do you have a trophy? Did you win the games? All of that is true. Therefore, you won a championship.
Let's win now. Are they going to win a championship now?
No, they're like 8 games below 500.
They're nicey. They're in the play-in still.
Somehow, some way,
they get Anthony Davis back. They're good.
When's that supposed to be?
Not a clue.
Whenever Anthony Davis decides he wants
to.
And
also, you said he was surrounded by studs in Cleveland. He wasn't surrounded by studs.
Yes,
he had
Kyrie and Kevin.
One stud.
Dude.
1.5 studs.
Yeah.
Stop it.
He had a stud.
He had Kyrie. He had skinny Kevin Love, who was not the same.
Skinny Kevin Love. Kevin Love.
Richard Jefferson, J.R. Smith off the Henny. Shout out J.R. Smith. I love him.
Here's what I'll say. Kevin Love should have stayed in Minnesota.
Who else did they have? Yeah, I can't even remember. I don't even know who they had. It was a bunch of bums.
They had to go.
Who did they have?
They had to go up against Andrew Bogut.
Yeah, Andrew Bogut was their biggest. Zaza Pachulia. What are you talking about?
Last second game on the line. I'm taking Iguodala.
Martian beam pointed at Earth. Fate of all humans on the line. I want Iguodala.
Do you know who that is?
There's no way.
Do you know what that's from?
No, but there's no way I'm taking.
We gotta get that clip.
That was Max Kellerman. They were talking about who on the Warriors they would want taking the last shot,
not Iguodala,
to win. And people were like, "Oh, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, blah blah blah." And he goes, "Iguodala. He's got ice in his veins."
And that was He won defensive player of the year, or defensive player. Or,
he won the
MVP
Finals MVP for his job on LeBron James.
That's right.
When he averaged a triple double in the finals and probably should have won Finals MVP in a losing effort. The Lakers picking up LeBron James was the best thing they could have done.
Are you kidding me right
Plus,
now?
I mean, from a business standpoint.
From a business standpoint, yes.
From a winning standpoint, also yes.
From a winning standpoint, absolutely not. Because if you get LeBron James, who allegedly calls himself the best player in the world, then if you get him, you would think that this guy, no, the best player in the world makes guys around him better.
He does.
Okay? He doesn't.
He does.
He made Tristan Thompson good.
He got Tristan Thompson a contract. You see what Tristan Thompson been doing? That was their center on that starting championship
the Kardashian.
That was a power forward.
He was starting at center for them.
I know, but he's a power forward. Who else has LeBron James?
Did you see Alex Caruso's contract? You see Alex Caruso's contract?
But yeah, true.
Why didn't they? They should have kept Caruso.
They should have. They didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
They made Alex Caruso better
because Chicago's a destination place.
He's the manager. He's the GM. He does it all. He tells who he wants. They got rid of what's the kid? Well, he didn't want to sign. That was foolish on him.
They traded LeBron's first year. They traded away Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Josh Hart to the Pelicans for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, they were stupid to give up Brandon Ingram. I'm sorry.
Brandon Ingram had blood clots at the time. They didn't know if he was even going to play basketball.
Been good for the last 5
They
years.
didn't even know if he was going to play basketball in the future. They weren't sure. He had blood clots.
Is Anthony Davis playing basketball?
Hey, Anthony Davis has a championship. What's Brandon Ingram got? He's got a lot of stats, not a lot of wins. He's got Zion Williamson sitting on the bench. That's what he's got.
Man,
Yeah,
what's the deal with Zion?
Well, he's like 450 pounds.
Did you see what they on a Mardi Gras float? They put 1 ton, and they had a picture of Zion, like a real fat Zion.
Blow up?
Yeah.
Oh no! Hey!
Yeah, Zion's not gonna be in. Zion's not gonna be in.
Zion, get his shape, son.
There it is.
Fat
Zion. Yeah, Zion's not gonna be in New Orleans for very long. As soon as he can get out, he's out.
You know where he's going?
New York.
Yep. You ought to be happy about that.
I am.
How? You got a fat Zion coming to New York.
Nah, he'll get in shape because he'll want to be there. And also, there's
He
not a lot
loves
of
New
gumbo.
York, by the way.
Oh
He
yeah,
does love
he
New
loves
York.
playing in MSG, and he'll be teamed up with his Duke teammates RJ Barrett and Cameron Reddish.
So he's tanking.
Mm-hmm. Although they need to get rid of Tom Thibodeau before that happens.
He's tanking then. Is what you're telling me.
So yeah, well, he is a tank.
Yeah, he just rolls everywhere. Can't walk.
He'll still dunk on everybody though.
Whatever.
Still break shoes.
Anyways, LeBron James in LA was a great pick.
Got me sidetracked.
Do you
talking
remember
about basketball?
Do you remember when the whole like college basketball world stopped when Zion broke his shoe?
Yeah.
When he blew out his shoe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Ooh, this isn't good for Nike."
Well, it's not good for Nike, but also it's like Zion is
too strong.
Like, yeah, he's too good for shoes.
He's an Incredible Hulk.
He's so strong, he blows out of his shoes.
Yeah. He busted out his shoes and then he was hurt, remember?
Yep. Tweaked his knee.
Allegedly. He got up and walked out of there.
Which is bad for Nike.
Bad for Nike. Guess who
Richard
sponsors him?
Torres.
Yeah,
what do we think? 6'5", 210.
Oh, we're switching. All right, Richard Torres.
Going back to what I originally talked about was we were talking about recruiting.
I hate to do this.
Go
to
ahead
you.
and play the music.
Yeah,
Now, you don't
'cause
have to do it to me.
we
It's
gotta do
okay.
this. We gotta
I
do
know
this.
how this works. Deshaun Singleton, Hutchinson Community College, 6'3", 200. Safety. He's a good one. Safeties better be aware of Deshaun Singleton. Is he enrolled? He's enrolled. He's already there.
He is.
I wonder what number he is. Why come I haven't seen him?
I don't know what number he is.
I don't think I've seen him out there.
I know he's in town because he was at Buzzer Billy's the other night.
Was he really?
Yep.
Oh, that's who you're talking about. Okay, perfect. When we get back, we'll finish our recruiting section of the captain from the ticket. 93.7. Lil Bum.
This is your high school minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Harrison Arns. In boys sub-district basketball, after beating Lincoln Lutheran, Lincoln Christian fell to Ashland Greenwood in their sub-district 75-57. Marshbanks and Barrier combined for 39 points in the loss. Parkview Christian won over Osceola 63-60. Beatrice beat Norris 49-42. And Platteview rolled past Waverly 64-26 to win their sub-district. In girls district basketball, after a win over Nebraska City, Norris beat Waverly 48-30 to win their sub-district. White for Norris was the leading scorer with 14 points. Lincoln North Star beat Omaha North 71-41. Omaha Burke will play at Lincoln High on Saturday. Lincoln Lutheran beat Lincoln Christian to advance to the finals. There they would play Malcolm and win 48-27. This has been your High School Minute, sponsored by Southeast Community College, with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford. Learn more today at southeast.edu.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank. A relationship you can count on.
Cloudy skies for the majority of the day, but should see a little clearing later this afternoon. Much cooler, but still mild. A high of 51, east winds at around 15. Cloudy tonight with a low of 32. We'll see a decent amount of cloud cover tomorrow, but a big warm-up with a high of 73 and a slight chance of a late afternoon, evening shower or thunderstorm. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them. But I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Smithbrook, Illinois.
When everything is changing, you need a store that's a constant. A store that has the brands your family loves and the value that you need. A store where you can stock up, pick up, and drive up. A store that's close to home and feels like home. A store that puts the health and safety of you and your family above all else. And a store that's always here to help. At Kohl's, we don't know what next year will look like. We just know that we'll be here for you no matter what. Kohl's, here today, here to stay. See store or kohls.com for details.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Philadelphia. Local time is 3:05 p.m. and the temperature is 67 degrees. At this time, you are now free to use your cellular devices.
You know that feeling when you get to turn your phone on after the plane lands? You can have that feeling every time you drive. Make sure your cell phone is stowed away whenever you are behind the wheel.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Need to send a message? Send it with cake. Congratulations. Here's a congratulations chocolate rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Thank you. Say thank you with an amaretto cake. I'm sorry that I accidentally hit your mailbox with my car as I was backing out of the driveway and then continued right into your prized petunias. You say that with a lemon drop cake. Everybody knows that. Beatrice Bakery in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Here to help you say whatever it is you need to say. Welcome to our world of yum. Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
In a world where fun and cash prizes collide, one game explodes to the forefront. Cash Blast from the Nebraska Lottery. Non-stop excitement, a winning thrill ride, and starring you. Until April 12th, play 2x2 weekly for a chance to win $5,000 or $500. And if your ticket was a 7-day draw, your prize is double. Don't miss it. Cash Blast playing at a lottery retailer near you. 2x2 top prize odds 1 in 105,000.
Attention anyone standing near a mud puddle. Trucks and Bucks is back, so take cover. The Nebraska Lottery's most popular scratch game is roaring down the road again. And this year we're giving away 8 blue 2022 Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew Flex Fuel trucks. So buy a $2 Trucks and Bucks ticket today. You could win a new Ford F-150 and make a real splash in your neighborhood. Ford F-150 is a registered trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Top prize odds 1 in 336,000.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served Buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Are you ready for $0 cost individual employee health insurance? How about company paid life insurance for you and your family? What about on-the-job paid training? Become part of the Landmark difference today. Join Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, at our upcoming career fairs. Chat one-on-one with our team to hear what it's really like to work with us. Career fairs will be held at Landmark locations. March 8th in Lexington, March 10th in Kearney, March 22nd in Beatrice, and March 24th in Hastings. See more details at www.landmark.careers.
Back with Vershawn Jackson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right. And we're back. It's the Captain, The Ticket, 93.7. We're doing a little recruit special. Last person we talked about was Deshaun Singleton.
I met him.
Big safety, 6'3", 200, big boy.
He is
extra medium shirt.
Bigger than I thought he was.
Well, I can't wait to see him.
He stood. You see Nori and Brant, right?
Yeah.
He stood next to Nori, and I was like, they are the same size.
Dang. And he's only 200 pounds.
I was like, that's a big set. I don't want to be hit by that. That guy running downfield at somebody, if he's gonna plug a hole and hit a running back, man, I don't know if that running back's getting back up.
Probably not. We're gonna need him to come downhill though, because we definitely need a hitter,
a thumper.
We need a thumper. Janarian Bonner, wide receiver, 6'1", 193 from Georgia.
Okay,
I think it's pretty good. I think this is one of the kids that got flipped. That Mickey Joseph flipped over.
Oh, is he the one that was gonna go to, what was it, Georgia Tech?
I think so.
And they ended up flipping him on National Signing Day, not early National Signing Day, but the February one.
Yeah, Dakotas Crawford.
You heard a lot. So about Dakotas, you heard a lot about Dakotas early in his recruitment. First it was just his name, and then it was the hype surrounding him, and then his senior year, I think they were dealing with a new quarterback or like a new coordinator or something. So he kind of had a down year because they were trying to figure everything out. But I like what he brings to the table in terms of he's a pretty big guy and he's got some speed.
Let's see here.
And also he is probably the coolest name on the team. So
AJ Allen, running back.
AJ Allen, the one they got from TCU, that it was originally committed to TCU. Brian Applewhite worked his magic, brought him up to Nebraska.
Yeah, the Neville played against my nephew's team in Minden. He's a pretty good running back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a pretty good running back. I remember looking at film and thinking to myself, this he can be good. He's got a lot of wiggle to his jiggle, and he can hit the X button and go. Wow.
Him and Emmett Johnson, the two freshman running backs they brought in.
Yeah, which I think again we got to start looking towards the future. We got to start putting these guys on ice for a year to get them bigger, faster, stronger, and then bring them back out. Let them get acclimated to Lincoln, Nebraska lifestyle. Let them get acclimated the way we do things at Nebraska, and then sit them on ice, and then you can have them. I mean,
well, I think that's the plan right now, and now you actually have enough running backs with enough skills and guys that are skilled enough to do things for you that you can sit the freshman down, because Gabe Irvin came in as a freshman and it seems like, he got the start. As a true freshman in the first game, it seems like he might have been the best person in the room at the time. So now that you have him and everybody else is a year in, and you saw what Ramir Johnson, finally we're able to see what Ramir Johnson was able to add. And you got Jaquez Yant, who showed what he can do, and now he's losing some weight and getting faster. You've got enough guys in that running back room where the freshmen aren't going to have to step up right away and do something. They can sit on ice. They can redshirt. They can get bigger, faster, learn the playbook, get stronger, all that stuff. And then their sophomore year come in and their redshirt freshman year come in and start competing and maybe get on some special team stuff and see what they can do from there.
Text line asked me, John asked, have I seen the two kickers? Are they as good as they say they are? They pretty good.
The kicker and the punter.
The one kicker is called something Boom or something.
Boom Sheeny, that's the punter.
Yeah, but they at practice I think they call him Boom or Boomer or
yeah.
Something.
Well, it's his
Boom Man.
Bushini, I believe is how you say his last name, but they call him Boom Sheeny, so I probably just call him Boom at practice.
Yeah,
I think he averaged 46 some yards a punt last year.
Yeah, I think he is as advertised, but until the real bullets are flying and we actually see him in a game type situation, I want to hold my judgment until I really see him in a game type situation, because guys can kick big in practice.
Oh, yeah.
They can hit all the field goals in the world in practice. They can boom and punts in practice, and then you get people in the stands. You get a little crowd noise.
You get some 250-pound dudes running at you.
There you go, man. People get a little uptight. And then before you know it, you kick a 23-yard punt.
And I said neither one of them went to a Division I. One was at Furman and the other one was at Montana. So they ain't seen these Big Ten boys. So
I'm not as opposed to having guys that come from smaller schools at the punter position.
Oh, no.
I am, when you think about these guys probably played in front of 20,000.
Oh, yeah.
Max. Right?
That's the parking lot that didn't get into the game.
Well, there you go.
Nebraska.
So you're talking about now going in front of 90,000 people. That sometimes can be a little shocker.
A little bit.
Yeah. And then especially though when you go on the road though, you got to go to wait till you got to go to Ann Arbor.
That's 100,000.
That's what I'm saying. You got to kick in front of 100,000 people, and
you got to go.
Most of the times you're going to be on TV, so that's another something that can get you thrown off a little bit. So
you got to go to Wisconsin. You got to go. I mean, I don't know the exact show, but if you have to go to Wisconsin, if you have to go to Iowa, Ohio State, if you got to go to Penn State, Happy Valley is a dangerous place to play. It's scary.
So you got Jake Applegate, Lincoln Southeast.
Yes.
Edge rusher.
Yes.
6'4", 210,
so when he was at Southwest, I thought he was a better receiver than an edge rusher. But they brought him in. They're putting him on the defensive side of the ball. I love to see it.
I think
the mindset. He's got speed and size.
Yeah, the mindset. I bet Grant was about the same size coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a little taller, 6'5", 215. I have to look at that, but I want to tell you he was around that same size. You get a kid like this who's got a motor because you're adding two now. You're not trying to take off. You don't have a 6'4", 280 guy you want to get to 250.
Yep.
You got a 6'4", 210 guy who's still growing. He's got a frame. You want to get him to 250. He'll be able to move that 250 a lot better than the guy who comes down.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing him being an edge rusher,
being a speed
guy, putting on weight. They'll definitely redshirt Jake, I would believe.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that he would be a guy that would play. You got Emmett Johnson, running back, 6'1", 183.
Mr. Football, Minnesota.
Dude.
Big get. That's what they said. They love everything about him.
Question. Do they redshirt him, though?
Yes.
Let's say.
He's redshirting. No.
So
no question. The freshman skill position, unless they are, like you said earlier, a phenom, they are all redshirting. Because you have enough bodies in the running back, in the tight end, in the wide receiver room.
I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'm not so for sure that the Brody kid,
Brody
Tagaloa.
I thought they moved him to. I think he's playing defensive end because he was tight end and defensive end in high school. I think they're moving him on the defensive side.
Either way, I think that's a good get. He's 6'4", 260.
Yeah,
I like him actually as an edge rusher. I think he could help us. I would love to see us get back to playing a 4-3 defense and make sure that our bookends are coming up the field, making sure that they control that end on their side. So we'll talk a little bit tomorrow with Grant about having that prototypical rush in and not having that prototypical rush in. What's some of the pros and cons of both?
On the defensive side of things, I don't know about the freshmen, who's going to redshirt, who's not, but I'm just saying on the offensive side of things, I believe all the freshmen are going to redshirt.
Chase Androff, 6'6", 230.
The tight end?
Yes.
That's a big kid.
Monster.
That's a big kid.
We need him.
I think he redshirts. You got Vokalek, you've got Fedoni, you've got AJ Rollins, you've got, I can't remember his name, out of Norris. He came in last year. You've got, Chris Hickman. Like you've got some guys in there. So
Chris Hickman's going to get a little bit bigger.
Yeah, he's got to put some weight on, but I don't see Androff seeing the field this year, but next year, if when Vokalek leaves, if Fedoni is all what he's cracked up to be, what everybody talks about, he'll be the starter. And then if you got Androff on the other side, that's fun.
Malcolm Hartzog.
So
cornerback
James Carney. Thank you, Texline. James Carney is the tight end out of Norris. I think he's pretty good too. Hartzog is the corner out of Mississippi, right? So they brought him in. He's 5'10".
25, yeah.
He's more of a return specialist. He's one of those guys where you turn on the tape and you see him in the special team side of things, and that's what jumps off the page to you. Pretty solid corner. I think he'll mostly be used special teams wise, but I can see him, in a slot, covering some people that way. I'm not sure about his defensive talent. I'm sure he's pretty good. I mean, he got a Division I offer to Nebraska. I'm sure they saw something in him that way, and they're not just going to use him as a special teams guy. But I believe that is the bulk of what they brought him in for.
Well, your corner spot's not locked down just yet, so I mean, he could be a guy who could see the field. A lot of times, that corner position is a position that plays as a true freshman. Especially in this environment when you're going to need at least 4 guys. 2 guys on each side to step up and to be the guy. Gage Stinger.
So that's a weird one because they have him on the roster. They have him listed as an athlete. So he was Millard South's quarterback last year. They didn't throw a lot. It was more option, and he's a big body. He was running through people. And then he played linebacker, and he's the thumper also. So I think I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do with him. They got him listed as a linebacker now. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do with him, but I could see Stenger being possibly taking up that JoJo Doman spot if they want to do that. If they put more weight on him, maybe more of a middle linebacker kind of guy.
I can see him doing that, JoJo. I can see that. That makes a lot of sense now. 6'2", 200.
And like I said, he was a quarterback. Yeah. So he knows what he's looking at.
So another New Jersey connect, Justin Evans Jenkins, 6'2", 270.
So Justin Evans Jenkins, I think they have him listed right now as an offensive lineman. I think they got him at center. He's one of the guys at center. But he was also a defensive end, I believe, or a defensive tackle. And he's another guy where they're going to have to decide where they want to put him and work from there. I don't know much about him though.
Here's where it gets tricky. Transfers. Omar Brown.
Omar Brown was the Division I AA freshman of the year at Northern Iowa.
Wow.
At cornerback. That was 2 years ago. I don't know what he's done since then, but I believe he's been pretty solid if he entered the transfer portal and had some Division I interest from a lot of Power 5 schools, and he ended up choosing Nebraska. So I actually expect him to take one of the corner spots.
Chubba Purdy.
Chubba's gonna he can't redshirt, but I'm excited for Chubba. But again, I don't know. You've got a lot of quarterbacks. You brought in a quarterback. You brought in 2 transfer quarterbacks, and then you have Logan Smothers, Heinrich Harburg, and Richard Torres on the roster as well. Like it's a jumble there. I think he competes with Logan for the backup job, though.
This is a name that's going to, I think, either haunt us or help us. DeAndre Jackson.
Ooh,
is he having some great issues?
I don't. Yeah. That's why he's not here yet. It had something to do with Texas A&M, and he had to get some stuff figured out before he got here. And me and Nick have been going back and forth. We're, again, not saying that this is going to happen, but we've been going back and forth on Nebraska. Saying, you know what, maybe not, because especially with the scholarship issues they're having, if he's not here already, if the running backs in the room right now start to pop, I don't know.
Okay, so let's go with last one before we take it to break. Kevin Williams Jr. And I'll tell you now, he's going to be a stud for us. He's going to be a guy. Oh, yeah. I mean, he gets after it. We need some nasty linemen. They've got to get nasty. They've got to want to do the dirty work. They've got to want to get down and dirty. And I think he's going to be one of the guys who are going to springboard us to having probably one of the best rushing teams in the Big Ten, but definitely since the Scott Frost era. So
okay.
We'll be right back to Cap the Ticket with Rico, 93.7.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Dana Trucking. Learn more and apply today at danatrucking.com.
Are you ready for $0 cost individual employee health insurance? How about company paid life insurance for you and your family? What about on-the-job paid training? Become part of the Landmark difference today. Join Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, at our upcoming career fairs. Chat one-on-one with our team to hear what it's really like to work with us. Career fairs will be held at Landmark locations. March 8th in Lexington, March 10th in Kearney, March 22nd in Beatrice, and March 24th in Hastings. See more details at www.landmark.careers.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
An Empire Fence is an investment in your home. This year, use your tax return to make that investment. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and security while improving the appearance of your home. Visit empire-fence.com to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home. With your tax return on the way, schedule your project now. Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by Security First Bank, a relationship you can count on.
Cloudy skies for the majority of the day, but should see a little clearing later this afternoon. Much cooler, but still mild. A high of 51, east winds at around 15. Cloudy tonight with a low of 32. We'll see a decent amount of cloud cover tomorrow, but a big warm-up with a high of 73 and a slight chance of a late afternoon, evening shower or thunderstorm. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In a world where fun and cash prizes collide, one game explodes to the forefront. Cash Blast from the Nebraska Lottery. Non-stop excitement, a winning thrill ride, and starring you. Until April 12th. Play 2x2 weekly for a chance to win $5,000 or $500. And if your ticket was a 7-day draw, your prize is doubled. Don't miss it. Cash Blast playing at a lottery retailer near you. 2x2 top prize odds 1 in 105,000.
Attention anyone standing near a mud puddle. Trucks and Bucks is back, so take cover. The Nebraska Lottery's most popular scratch game is roaring down the road again. And this year, we're giving away 8 blue 2022 Ford F-150 XLT Super Crew Flex Fuel trucks. So buy a $2 Trucks and Bucks ticket today. You could win a new Ford F-150 and make a real splash in your neighborhood. Ford F-150 is a registered trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Top prize odds 1 in 336,000.
Back with Vershawn Jackson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right. It's the captain on The Ticket 93.7. Got Rico sitting in now, man. That's how they try to do me. Give me 16 producers at one.
It's just 2.
One show.
I'm the better one, so it's all good.
Oh, you're good.
I am.
Oh,
Nick's getting better at his job.
Nick. Hey, TyroneBird.com. You got insurance?
I do.
Well, TyroneBird.com might be able to give you better insurance.
Better insurance?
Better rates.
What kind of insurance does TyroneBird.com
State
have?
Farm.
Okay.
He's got all kinds of insurance. He's got life insurance.
Okay.
Health insurance.
What if I have a boat?
Boat insurance.
Okay. What if I'm just a renter?
Car insurance. Renter's insurance.
Okay. What if I need to, what if I'm scared that something might happen to me and I need to take care of my family? They got life insurance.
Life insurance. Any type of insurance you need. TyroneBird.com. That's bird with a Y, not an I. And listen, he practices out of 3 different states: Arizona, Nebraska, and Colorado.
Gorgeous.
Go to the website, TyroneBird.com, if you want some I call it the black shirt coverage. We got sidetracked a little bit during the break.
A little bit. I forgot the NFL Combine was on, so we have that on the TV now.
Yeah,
but don't look at it because you're not supposed to. We're not supposed to stream that.
So the Combine's on. And then I've got my TyroneBird.com question of the day.
Okay.
Which college team? Hit us up, Sutter Heyman text line, 402-999-4620, or you can call in on the Honda Link of hotline, 464-5685. Which college football team has the most players going to the NFL Combine?
Nebraska with 4.
Negative, Ghost Rider. Which college team? Now you can't guess.
I know, but I'm gonna try and throw people off.
Oh, okay.
Michigan.
Yeah, no. Michigan's got.
They should have a decent amount, right?
8.
8. Okay, yeah. Ohio State.
Michigan State's got 3. Connor Hayward is going to the draft.
Okay.
I look forward to seeing him. Who'd you say?
Ohio State.
Oh.
Do they have more than Michigan? That's the question.
Let's see. Oklahoma has a lot.
I would think Ohio State has more. I can
No. Ohio State has.
They should have at least
7.
7. I was gonna say they have 3 for sure because Garrett Haskell and the 2 wide receivers.
They've got 7. Oklahoma, by the way, has 11.
Wow. Who from Oklahoma? They're two defensive ends, Perion Winfrey, who Iowa Western Community College guy. Nebraska tried to get him, didn't get him. Couple wide receivers, maybe a tight end. Is there a kicker there? Do the kickers go to the combine?
Yeah, I don't know who this is, but I want to say 5'2", 525, 402, 525. We're just gonna give you a first now. Pecan pie, Cincinnati's wrong. It's Georgia. 14. Let me make sure before I say that.
Whew. Georgia with 14.
That's a lot.
Cincinnati
How many
doesn't. Cincinnati's got
1?
No, they have at least 3, right? Because they're quarterback and they're 2 corners.
No, Cincinnati's got a lot. Hold on. Let's see.
Maybe a wide receiver in there or something.
Yeah, Cincinnati's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I was right. At least 3.
Running back, 3 DBs, wide receiver.
Oh yeah, their running back's pretty good too.
D line. Clemson's got 4.
Only 4?
Yeah, only 4.
Wow. Is Coastal Carolina's quarterback there? Or was that last year?
No, it's last year. Isaiah Likely, tight end, and a D lineman.
Okay.
Colorado's got 1.
How do you think Nebraska's guys do at the combine? JoJo, Cam Taylor-Britt, Austin Allen, and Cam Jurgens.
I think Austin Allen does the best out of the bunch. I think Cam Taylor-Britt's upside is going to be a lot higher. But I think Austin Allen, when they see how big he is, how fast he is, and how he moves, listen, he is getting ready to change that position in the NFL because he's so big, he's so strong, he can catch, and he can do some things very, very well for a 6'9" guy.
And he's actually a really good blocker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. JoJo Domann, I think JoJo will test out well. Again, all these guys that are going to testing, depending on what they did when they left here, is going to determine how high they're going to go.
I actually think the person who has the chance to elevate themselves the most is Cam Jurgens. The dude is a physical freak, and it didn't show that well on the field outside of a couple of plays and some that he got flagged for. But the dude, he's going to test fantastically.
I agree with that. I think I can see Austin Allen going in the 3rd round, second round, late second round, early third round.
Test his way into the 2nd round.
He can test his way into the 2nd round. JoJo Domann, I think, is a 4th or 5th round pick.
Yeah,
4th through 6, somewhere around there.
I got Cam Taylor-Britt somewhere from 5 to 6. Cam Jurgens from 4 to 5.
Yeah, I like Cam Jurgens 3 to 5.
I think Austin Allen and Cam Jurgens will be one of the first 2 Huskers off the board.
Yeah. Now, Cam Taylor-Britt, keep in mind, for whatever reason, our defensive backs do okay at Nebraska, then they go get on with a club.
Yeah.
Somewhere else. So that in itself should tell you something. So I think Cam Taylor-Britt he'll get a sniff. I don't know. It might come, 4th through 7th round somewhere, but he'll get a sniff. And he'll be another guy that if he tests out well, he might get a chance to elevate himself.
He's a physical corner, and if he gets a chance to show that, that'll be good. The thing that scares me is I don't know how fast he is, and if he doesn't have a good 40 time, that's going to hurt him.
Yeah, I mean you can see that. Oklahoma, Georgia Tech
because he's shorter than we expected when he got measured at the Senior Bowl. I think he came in at 5'11".
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. At corner, he's so athletic that it doesn't matter him being 5'11". 5'11" just helps him.
Yeah.
I think if he can stay focused, not get into his own mind, he's got a chance to play longer than any of those guys in that group, just because defensive backs play for a long time.
Okay.
So, hey, man, we'll be right back. It's the captain. Ticket 93.7.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered fried chicken served buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit Allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Smithbrook, Illinois.
When everything is changing, you need a store that's a constant. A store that has the brands your family loves and the value that you need. A store where you can stock up, pick up, and drive up. A store that's close to home and feels like home. A store that puts the health and safety of you and your family above all else. And a store that's always here to help. At Kohl's, we don't know what next year will look like. We just know that we'll be here for you no matter what. Kohl's, here today, here to stay. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Prescription opioids can be addictive and dangerous.
Opioid pain medication took everything that I had. Nothing mattered more than getting my fix. Knowing that it could have been prevented makes it worse. It just takes one.
Prescription opioids. It only takes a little to lose a lot. Developed by CDC.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
An Empire Fence is an investment in your home. This year, use your tax return to make that investment. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and security while improving the appearance of your home. Visit empire-fence.com to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home. With your tax return on the way, schedule your project now. Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. In under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC ductwork. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a Ready Next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on.
and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a ready next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People Seeding Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Prescription opioids can be addictive and dangerous.
Opioid pain medication took everything that I had. Nothing mattered more than getting my fix. Knowing that it could have been prevented makes it worse. It just takes one.
Prescription opioids. It only takes a little to lose a lot. Developed by CDC.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Today on Hey Culligan, unnecessary contaminants. Here's the referee.
Hey Culligan, that's a flag on my water for flagrant foul taste.
Ooh, that's a tough one, ref, but the solution is a Culligan Smart RO drinking water system that reduces up to 58 contaminants, making your water safer and delicious.
Yeah, I guess I missed that call.
And with the Culligan Connect app, you always know when your filters need changing.
The water's up and it's good.
Good call, ref, and we're already on the way.
Try a Culligan water softener for just $9.95 per month. Go to CulliganLincoln.com.
This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Three-time national champion Vershawn Jackson.
Oh, got a bunch all alone is Vershawn Jackson. And Vershawn will get it to the 24-yard line.
Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios in the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Here he is, Vershawn Jackson.
Ah, yeah!
This thing on. It's the Captain of the Ticket 93.7. Friday, do not miss it. Grant Winstrom, three-time national champ, Super Bowl champ, will be in the building along with Jason Peter, three-time national champ, former first-round draft pick. They'll be in the building with the V-Man. It should be exciting because I was the only one probably that could talk stuff to these two characters and get away with it. I don't think anybody else could. I think I was the only one that could call these guys whatever I wanted to. Of course, they'll give it back. But I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. 11:15 start. It ought to be electrifying. Nick, you just now getting back into the studio.
Yes.
And John, we will have a bunch of those Huskers sign some stuff when we get together. We're having an all-decade reunion at the Rococo Theater Saturday, April 9th after the spring game from 8 to 5. So check that out. There'll be more coming. There'll be more coming with that as well a little bit later. But we will have those guys sign some information. If you have some questions that I should ask, now we got the new Sauter Haven text line going. But if we got some questions that you want me to ask Grant or JP, please hit me up with them this last hour so that I can write them down and then be ready to go with them tomorrow. Okay. VJ, can I drop off my number 98 jersey I got when I was 8 years old and have GW sign? Of course, Bryce. And I'm on my push-ups is going well today, sir. I'm getting ready to finish out my last 25 and that's 100. Just like that. Nick, by the way, 016 1700.
I don't have the time for a push-up right now.
That's okay. You don't ever have the time for a push-up. One day you'll wish you made time for push-ups.
I understand that. That's the stuff.
Bryce, you can do that. I might charge you a nominal fee, but yeah, you can bring it by here, Bryce. I like you enough to do that. Nick, you were gone, but we talked. We kind of flipped it a little bit because we started talking about the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was pretty doggone amazing. Hey, did you hear about the ship that sank with 4,000 luxury cars on it?
Mm-mm.
You didn't hear about that? It's because this is a sports show.
I heard no. I heard about the ship that was up for grabs in the sea that had tons of cars on it.
Yeah, no, it burned.
Because I wondered,
burned.
like, were you just able to go up and just take the cars?
Yeah, no.
Like, it's my ship now.
No.
It's my ship.
Burned with about 4,000 luxury cars, meaning 1,000 to all those people that got that filthy money, that big money. Those cars are the one that went down.
Well,
so
and
1,000 Porsches.
It takes forever to get them in now.
Well, they're probably another 3 years out now. 1,000 Porsches.
But think about the suit, like the legal stuff that they're gonna have to deal with now.
200 Bentleys.
Jeez.
200 Bentleys. These are the people that make the Ferraris. They're not saying how many Ferraris it was. I wanted to see that too, but somebody's you're talking about $400 million in goods.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's sick right now.
I would be too.
Well, I would be 3, but it's not my stuff out there burning. Fortunately for me. We're talking about NFL Combine.
Mm-hmm.
So today, I believe the wide receivers will be competing, the quarterbacks, and I want to say I think the offensive linemen will be basically doing all of their on-field workouts today, I believe, at 4:00 Eastern time. So 3:00 in the next couple hours they'll be going. So if you want to catch that over on the NFL Network, you can definitely do that at the NFL Network. I was curious to know how many Iowa players are going to the combine. Let's see this. Nick, what do you think?
Oh, geez.
Iowa. More than 4, over or under? Nebraska's got 4.
I'm gonna say
over or under?
Over 4.
Yeah.
3.
Yep.
Yeah. Lindenbaum's probably 1.
Lindenbaum. Tyler
Goodson for the running back.
Dane Belton.
Is he a defensive back?
Yep.
There you go.
I asked this question too, Nick. How many players are going to the combine from Georgia?
Oh, geez. I don't know.
Take a guess. Take a gander.
I don't even know what I could. I mean, probably like 11, 12, 13, maybe 14.
14.
Bingo.
Okay, so now I'm going to hit you between the eyes, right? How many players are going to the combine from the University of Kansas State Wildcats? Come on. Anybody. Text line.
I would not be surprised if there's like one offensive lineman or a defensive.
You say one
guy, one or two.
Yeah, but Adrian Martinez is going next year though, right?
I'm not. No, nope. I'm not getting put on the hook for this. I'm not getting put on the hook. I know. I've known you long enough now, VJ. I know your games.
Yeah.
Do you know the answer for K-State?
Dick Vermeil. Yeah, I know the answer. 0.
Oh, okay.
No, 0. The quarterback even going to the con. He didn't get invited.
Skyler didn't get
according to the NFL page. I'm only on it now. I could be wrong. According to NFL.com, these are the K-State has nobody. I'm sorry. You're right.
Sounds
Skylar
like
Thompson.
Skylar Thompson.
You got the one. I'm sorry. I don't know why I wouldn't think he would be going, but yeah, you do have the one. They've got one.
Yeah.
So you're saying that he's going to follow in Skylar Thompson's footsteps?
Yep. Just one quarterback the next 2 years, baby.
I don't know, man. They do. They got one.
Who's
You're
a better
right,
quarterback?
Texana.
Okay, here's a conversation. Who's a better quarterback, Skylar Thompson or Adrian? Because if the answer is Adrian, then man, Adrian's about to get a combine.
The answer's not. It's Skylar.
Oh, okay.
He led the team to a bowl game.
That's true.
I mean, come on. That's what I'm saying. It's more football, and being a quarterback and being a leader and being a great football player is more than just having great talent. You have to be able to inspire people. And that quarterback, you got to be able to lead.
Part of it could be the body type as well.
I agree.
I feel like there's more to just win a quarterback and his potential in the NFL other than just wins and losses.
Well, one of the text line says head coach at K-State is a good quarterback coach. So that can help.
Colin Klein. Colin Klein's the offensive coordinator who used to be the quarterback at K-State. He's now the offensive coordinator. Chris Kleiman from North Dakota State. I like Chris Kleiman a lot, actually. Hard-nosed guy. Just enjoys football. That's why he works at K-State. Number one, the expectation isn't super high. He's not going to coach an 11-win team, but he'll get you to 7 or 8, 9 wins every couple of years.
Yeah, well.
And that's good enough for K-State.
Anyway, I don't even want to talk K-State. My point is, Nebraska Nebraska is 3-9.
Yeah,
the last 4 years, and we still got 4 guys going to the next level. Versus K-State having 1. So Nebraska is still a great destination. Yeah, I mean, K-State 8 wins is better than our 3-9 wins, but I still hate K-State too. I'm with you on that one. Can't stand it. Back to the recruiting. We're at Timmy Bleak Road. How you say that?
Oh, Bleak Road, the punter.
Yeah.
Is that the one from Montana? I can't remember if Bleak Road came from Montana or if that was Buschini.
Yeah, he's a kicker.
One of the special teams guys.
Of course, we got Casey Thompson. I think that gives us immediate impact as far as having a starter, having a guy that knows what he's doing, having a guy who has command, who's commanded an offense before, which is so important because he's been there.
That's right. That's the one from Furman. We got 2 special teams guys from Furman. Bleak Road's one of them.
Okay.
Going back to the special teams.
Yeah. Brian Buschini. That's the punter. Boomtown. That's his nickname. Boomtown. Just boom it, Buschini. Trey Palmer will be the most electrifying player. I like Alante Brown too, and I like our running backs. But I'm saying as far as what he can do in the punt return game and when he touches the ball, he probably will be one of the most electrifying players we've had since Wandale Robinson.
All right. You'll know better than I do.
I'm just saying. I'm just calling the way I see it. Hunter Anthony. I like Hunter from Tuttle, Oklahoma. That's what he said to me when he met me. Hey, I'm Hunter. I'm from Tuttle. So Hunter from Tuttle. I look for Big Hunter to have an immediate impact on this offensive line. He's a nasty guy. He likes to get after it a little bit. I like that part of things, him getting after it. Isaiah Garcia Castaneda. Yep. Thanks for the enunciation.
No problem.
He looks the part. Like he reminds me of who would I put him in the mind? He reminds me, based on how he looks. He looks like what's the kid from Kansas City Chiefs?
There's a lot of them. I mean, there's
the best one,
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, he puts you in the mind of Tyreek Hill.
Really?
Yeah, he's built. He's a short guy, but he's built up. He's got a nice size on him, and he looks like if he catches the ball, he could do some things. I'm not so sure he's 6 foot though, but it is what it is. Okay, so you got Tommy Hill, 6'1", 185.
Transfer from Arizona State, defensive back.
I'm looking to see what he got, what he has to offer as well. So I'm excited about what we did in recruiting. The only thing I'm not excited about is when I go down this entire line of prospects. We have one kid. We have one. I mean, do you count Kevin Williams as a Nebraska kid?
Yeah, I think you could. I mean, he left the state, then comes back.
Okay, you got two.
Yeah.
You got two Nebraska commits, right? Or is it three?
Well, if you want to count the high school guys, you have Ernest Hausman.
Yeah, that's one.
So that's one.
You have two.
Williams, if you want to count that one. You have Gage Stanger from Millard South. That's three.
Okay, who else?
Jake Applegate from Lincoln Southeast. That's
three.
four.
Well, who'd you count? Oh, you counting Kevin.
Yeah, that is counting Kevin.
Okay, I'm not going to count Kevin. I'm talking.
All right, so you have three.
We got
three. There's a couple guys you probably missed out on.
Who? Walk-ons?
No. Scholarship guys.
Scholarships?
You missed out on.
I got Stanger. Oh, you mean we missed out
on?
Whoa. I mean, we know four of them right off the top. Yeah. Zadiska, you missed out on. The offensive lineman that went to Wyoming from Central, you missed out on. The
Deshaun Woods.
Yeah. Burks, outside linebacker, you missed out on. Where did he go, to Oregon?
Devin Jackson, yeah. I believe he's went state at Oregon. I know he was committed to Oregon. And then it's obviously Michael Riley Ducker and
Oklahoma.
Caden Helms.
Yeah.
And then if you want to Nebraska, they do a lot of risky pickups. They've shown in the past. They've taken chances on guys.
Like who?
Whether that's not knowing if they're going to be academically eligible, whether it's not knowing if they're going to be able to make it to Lincoln for whatever reason. For an example, Jaquez Yant was kind of a risk because it's a do or die. Maybe that's a better description, because there's academic problems and they're taking a chance on him because they feel so strong about what his talent and what he can do in Nebraska's offense. That's one example. Maurice Washington was another example. Taking a risk on him from Texas, and he switched high schools a couple times, so that was a risk. Xavier Betts was even an academic question for a substantial amount of time. Well, it's more so whether or not he was going to be an early enrollee. So one of the guys this last recruiting class, LJ Richardson from Bellevue West.
Mm-hmm.
He got picked up by Wyoming. And so, I mean, another one a couple years ago, the kid that just transferred to Jay Ducker. That wouldn't have been a do or die pick, but it would have been a great talent to have.
But I think we have to start looking at what these kids do when they break records like that. You know, we're talking about Martinez breaking records. Ducker was on a good team.
Yeah.
And he broke records. That you can't let that talent get out of the state.
I would also add in from the Omaha Burke team that Nebraska got Nick Henrich and Chris Hickman from was Xavier Watts, excuse me, who is now at Notre Dame.
That can't happen.
So
we cannot allow that to happen anymore, where we let these kids get out of here and go to Notre Dame. And first of all, the pool from Nebraska is not that big.
So and that's exactly what I'm saying. What I was saying a couple segments ago, when I was saying that teams nowadays feel like they're able, and they've shown from recent history that they are able to come into Nebraska
only because we haven't, from Nebraska, wanted to go get these guys.
Bingo.
We haven't recruited them. We haven't courted them. You can't get married to a woman you just meet in 5 minutes, right? You got to court her a little bit. You got to know what makes her go, what makes her not go, what makes this, that, and the third go.
That, and you have to prove that you care and you want them, and you have to put in the time, like you said, and do more than just drive past the school, take a picture, post it on Twitter, and say, "Yep, visited this place," or go in and talk for 30 seconds and say, "Yeah, we'll keep track of your huddle film," because I have heard stories where that's been the past, or that's what's happened in recent years, directly from recruits' mouths. Is that it's we'll keep beginning of the season. Coaches make their rounds and they walk in and say, "Yeah, we'll keep track of you. Hope you come to the Friday Night Lights camp."
Yeah, I mean, we can't depend on them just coming to camp. And
That's
then
it. But then they never talk to them
because we're in Nebraska and they're supposed to love us. No, you got to get away from that. That's out. That's over. That time is over. Okay, that's just like saying, "Oh, we're at national championship quality level." No, it's over for right now. Okay, let's build on the things that we can build on. We can control the controllables. Controlling the controllables are controlling the state of Nebraska.
Well, how much effort you put into recruiting the players in Nebraska?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. There, every sophomore, every single sophomore that's a half a player has got to get contacted by somebody from the university.
Well, and what's more important, and I don't want to read the text, one of the texts that just came in, but it made me think of the coaches on Nebraska's staff have to develop a strong relationship to the high school coaches.
No doubt. No, they should know somebody from Nebraska should know every single high school coach in the state of Nebraska. They should be on speed dial. And I'm not saying that like you got to just be like overindulge yourself. I'm saying you should know, you should be able to call the head coach of Omaha Bryan and talk to him about a diamond in the rough you didn't know about.
Yeah.
You know, because those are the guys they're going to know about the junior high kids. They're going to know about the kids because now all of Omaha public schools have like almost a little league program that's tied to them now. The Junior Bunnies.
Well, I mean, 7-on-7 is becoming such a big part in high school football. The types of 7-on-7, though, you also like that plays a big part. Or is it actually productive rounds of 7-on-7, or is it just dudes running routes and that's all it is? Warren Academy is huge. I mean, Warren Academy is helping kids get recruited almost every single year. Many of them are going high D1. So it's like when you have high level programs like that outside of high school football or organized high school football, then the talent, if you start on them early, whether that's developing talent as a high school coach or whether that's as a non-high school coach, but just as somebody that develops and works with players, developing them at start 7th grade all the way through high school, then the talent in the state's going to continue improving.
You know, a kid that's good. If a kid's good in 9th grade, 9 times out of 10, like if he's the best player, 9 times out of 10, he's still going to be just the best player in 12th grade.
Yeah.
So when you go and you see these freshmen and you see all these other guys, you got to start courting them early. Freshmen, you got to rethink and recreate in their mind what Nebraska is and what it used to be. I
was going to say,
because most kids, I mean, you're 21 now, right? Most kids that are 15, 16, all they ever seen around here is losing.
14 years old would have been, they were born in 2008.
Wow.
What was going on in 2008?
Well, Bo Pelini was winning 9 games.
Well, at that time, Nebraska was just coming off of Bill Callahan. So even if you're 16, the 2007 season, you have that blowout loss to USC at home.
I know, but
I'm saying that's
we're on the winning.
Yes.
We went from Callahan, not necessarily a winner, up to the winning.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's like Nebraska, like you said, having 9 wins, but now in recent history, whether it's Mike Riley and even Scott Frost, whatever is changing this year, great, but it has not been wins. Unfortunately, it just hasn't been. I would also say that I think players, I mean, just with college football, the way it's changed, teams with social media, especially, you can get connected with teams outside of the state. And you can develop a passion and a love for teams outside the state easier than you could 30 years ago. Because they send out all these videos, these hype videos about what they're doing inside the program. They show you the facilities on social media, and kids can develop a fandom for that program over social media, and then, hey, look at that, Oregon's on ESPN at 6:30 every single Saturday. Man, I would love to play on ESPN at 6:30 p.m. every single Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're good enough, you go to Oregon.
Yeah, it's just and I know we're going to do a better job of it. We already have shown that we're going to do it by Owen Sutter. We got you. Isaac Miller, we got you. Just a couple little nuances. Young pups. Owen Sutter's Steve Warren's nephew. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's more of a, I know someone, just like we're on the radio now, and we reach a lot of people. Well, there's guys that fall through the cracks that people know is there that we don't necessarily know. Relationships. Rashawn, I think that Nebraska coaches should be visiting the high schools and passing out their Husker gear. There shouldn't be a high school kid walking around with an Iowa or Ohio State hat on, John. I'm with you, John, on that one. I am with you 100%. It's the Captain of the Ticket. We'll be right back, 93.7.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with the skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a ready next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Your child's most important school supply is free and fits in a pocket. It's their library card, and it's important to use that card often. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the NSEA and a lifelong reader. Your local library can unlock a whole new world for your child. Explore it together. The library is a great place to learn and spend time together. Let's help every child succeed.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
Prescription opioids can be addictive and dangerous.
Opioid pain medication took everything that I had. Nothing mattered more than getting my fix. Knowing that it could have been prevented makes it worse. It just takes one.
Prescription opioids. It only takes a little to lose a lot. Developed by CDC.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Philadelphia. Local time is 3:05 p.m. and the temperature is 67 degrees. At this time, you are now free to use your cellular devices.
You know that feeling when you get to turn your phone on after the plane lands? You can have that feeling every time you drive. Make sure your cell phone is stowed away whenever you are behind the wheel.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Koppel gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. In under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC ductwork. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Today on Hey Culligan, unnecessary contaminants. Here's the referee.
Hey, Culligan, that's a flag on my water for flagrant foul taste.
Ooh, that's a tough one, ref, but the solution is a Culligan Smart RO drinking water system that reduces up to 58 contaminants, making your water safer and delicious.
Yeah, I guess I missed that call.
And with the Culligan Connect app, you always know when your filters need changing.
The water's up, and it's good.
Good call, ref, and we're already on the way.
Try a Culligan water softener for just $9.95 per month. Go to CulliganLincoln.com.
At Buffalo Wings and Rings, they've crafted a new league of superior chicken sandwiches. Meet the Ringers. It's premium, house-made, beer-battered, fried chicken served Buffalo, Korean, or MVP style. Head to Buffalo Wings and Rings Lincoln and raise a glass to superior chicken. 2 locations at 68th and O and at 40th and Old Cheney. Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. In under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC ductwork. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Cloudy skies for the majority of the day, but should see a little clearing later this afternoon. Much cooler, but still mild. A high of 51, east winds at around 15. Cloudy tonight with a low of 32. We'll see a decent amount of cloud cover tomorrow, but a big warm-up with a high of 73 and a slight chance of a late afternoon, evening shower or thunderstorm. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
High school sports on 93.7 The Ticket are brought to you by the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Lincoln is excited to welcome big events to our community. Find out what's happening in Lincoln by visiting lincoln.org.
Back with Vershawn Jackson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Man.
As I was walking down the street one day,
That's right.
a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. Yeah.
That's right. It's the Captain of the Ticket, 93.7. Quick question for you, Nick. See if you get this answer right. Grant Wistrom, first NFL interception.
Do not know.
What did he do with it, and who was it against?
I do not know.
Text line. Hit us up. Sider Heyman text line, 402-999-4620 if you know that answer. As long as you wear a 12 or better or smaller, we'll get you a pair of shoes. Grant Wistrom's first interception in the NFL was against who, and what did he do with it when he got it? Bill Bennett, we will definitely get that question asked. It was somebody else that asked me to ask somebody to ask Grant Wistrom another question. I can't remember what it was. Text us back in. Can we scroll this deal back down on the feed? How do we go back? Go up on the feed if you can. There was somebody else that asked me something to ask Grant. Something.
Yeah, I think I saw it too.
Cadoba guy, you already won some shoes, didn't you? No? Cadoba guy never won shoes, did he?
Nah, Qdoba guy's a trustworthy dude. If he's playing, he good.
So, Qdoba guy, you win. Good job. What size
what-
shoe you wear? The answer is
John asked what made Coach Vermeil such a great coach to play for.
that's what it is.
We got you, John.
John.
We got you.
All right. And because Dick was a player's coach too. So he probably did a good job. Yeah, no, Qdoba guy got it. Qdoba, we got you. Size 11. I got plenty of them, buddy. Come tomorrow, we'll have them ready for you to go tomorrow. But he took a ball back against the Falcons, 91 yards for a touchdown. That was pretty good. I thought that was sweet. First ever interception, took it back 91 yards for a touchdown. I got to see if we can cue that call up. You think we can cue the call up
for
that 91 yards?
For
it
Wistrom's?
was October 17, 1999 against the Atlanta Falcons, St. Louis Rams.
I'll try to find it here.
Atlanta Falcons. See if we can find that. That'd be a good little deal. Play if we can find it. I'll be in tomorrow. You no problem, Qdoba. Good. Qdoba guy, no problem, sir. Be in tomorrow. Don't miss it. Tomorrow it's going to be Grant Wistrom and Jason Peter in the studio, not outside the studio, in the studio. I might see if I can get Coach Osborne to call in because I think he'll get a real kick out of that. And might need to call Aaron Taylor because you can't. I don't know why Aaron Taylor's always not there. He was the last time we got together a few years back. I think Chad Kelsey took the picture because Aaron Taylor was nowhere to be found. Taylor, if you're listening, where in the heck are you at, man? Matter of fact, we got a few minutes. Let's see if we can get Taylor on the line.
Should we go to a break?
Yeah, let's take it to
a break and then
we'll
wrap
see
it
if we
up?
get Taylor on the line and talk a little bit of captain work. The captain, the ticket, 93.7. Be right back.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. In under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC ductwork. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues, but things continue to loosen up as Coppell gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did.
They say one great thing leads to another, and that's especially true when you visit a Great Clips salon. When you sit down for a haircut with a skilled and friendly stylist at one of our thousands of convenient Great Clips locations, they'll not only make your hair look great, they'll make you feel great too. And that's something you can't help but share with the world. Download our online check-in app today and opt in to get a ready next text when you're up next. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Cloudy skies for the majority of the day, but should see a little clearing later this afternoon. Much cooler, but still mild. A high of 51, east winds at around 15. Cloudy tonight with a low of 32. We'll see a decent amount of cloud cover tomorrow, but a big warm-up with a high of 73 and a slight chance of a late afternoon, evening shower or thunderstorm. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Right now, Allstate has almost as many ways to save as there are types of music. Save for being a new customer. Save more for adding DriveWise. And save even more for driving safely. Visit allstate.com or contact your local agent to get a quote. Find out how much you can save today. Allstate. Now that should be music to your ears.
Not available in every state. New customer savings based on early signing discount. DriveWise is an optional feature. Savings vary based on how you buy. Subject to terms and conditions. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Smithbrook, Illinois.
When everything is changing, you need a store that's a constant. A store that has the brands your family loves and the value that you need. A store where you can stock up, pick up, and drive up. A store that's close to home and feels like home. A store that puts the health and safety of you and your family above all else. And a store that's always here to help. At Kohl's, we don't know what next year will look like. We just know that we'll be here for you no matter what. Kohl's, here today, here to stay. See store or kohls.com for details.
Your child's most important school supply is free and fits in a pocket. It's their library card, and it's important to use that card often. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the NSEA and a lifelong reader. Your local library can unlock a whole new world for your child. Explore it together. The library is a great place to learn and spend time together. Let's help every child succeed.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
High school sports on 93.7 The Ticket are brought to you by the Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Lincoln is excited to welcome big events to our community. Find out what's happening in Lincoln by visiting lincoln.org.
Fruitcakes are just for Christmas, right? Gosh, I feel sorry for you. I mean, what if we had done that with bacon? Bacon is only for breakfast. We'd never have bacon cheeseburgers. We'd never be able to save a salad by adding bacon bits. We'd never have Brinner. That's breakfast for dinner. Don't limit yourself. Fruitcakes for St. Patrick's Day. Fruitcakes for graduation. Fruitcakes for Thursday. Beatrice Bakery and Grandma's Fruitcakes are perfect for every occasion. Check them out in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Back with Vershawn Jackson on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Turn it up, Nick. Yeah. The NIL, baby. It's the Captain, The Ticket, 93.7. Hey, listen, tomorrow, don't miss it. Don't miss it. I gave you a breather today. Don't miss tomorrow. Jason Peter, Grant Lindstrom in the studio. It will be electrifying. The Road Warriors against VJ. Look out. Then I'm going to put these ashy hands to work. Attacking, adjusting, drive blocking, pass proing. Listen, me and Grant Lindstrom had some of the most classic battles in practice. There was a respect for one another that we had. But we went hard against each other. We used to have to go one-on-ones, and Coach Osborne was the quarterback, and it'd be me against Grant or whoever the case may be in that sense. But when I went against Grant, it was just I like to say, no, I didn't make Grant, but I helped make him because I blocked him a lot in practice. We had a lot of wars, and I think without me, he might have not been as good as he was because I would hold him all the time. And to have to get off of a guy like me that's hanging on for dear life, it makes you better. So I look forward to that. I will have some great questions. We got about 8 minutes. If you want to get your questions in as to what you will want me to ask him, hit us up. Text line is open. Sutter Heyman text line 402-999-4620. Nick,
what's up?
What would you ask Grant Lindstrom?
Oh, man. What allowed you to be so dominant?
Why was he so dominant?
Because I feel like it was more than just I was tougher. Like I feel like there's more to it. Probably
Mm.
there's got to be more to it. You could always ask the usual question that is, I mean, what's it going to take for Nebraska to get back to just? I don't want to say get back to the 90s. I would rather just say get back to winning.
Mm.
Because the 90s, VJ, was winning at an extremely high level.
Yeah.
And I think it's that sense of we need to climb or we need to crawl before we walk or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Nebraska needs to focus on making 8 wins or 9 wins before we worry about college football playoff.
Yeah, let's try to get the winning season.
So if I were to ask him, I would say what's it gonna take for Nebraska football to get 8 wins, which it's like a knife through the heart saying that. Like that's good. Like that's progress.
Yeah,
like
we're
right.
gonna let you ask that question.
Like I'm just saying, like
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
pull the trigger on that question. Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay, good.
Like that's the thing. Like I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, or be happy with 8 wins because it's not like you should be happy with 8 wins.
Yes, you should.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right
I'm saying that's where we're at.
We should be happy with 8
That
wins.
is where we're at.
We would have been. We talked crazy about 9 wins. You know, and it's like 9 wins are so far in the rearview mirror. It's pathetic, or so far ahead of us. You know, that it's pathetic. So let's just work on putting a 2-game win streak together. How about that? 3-game win streak.
Yeah.
4-game win streak. 5-game win streak. Let's put some wins in strings, and then we can worry about everything else. But right now, I'm worried about beating Illinois over in Dublin. Is that where we're going? Where are we going?
It's in
Ireland?
Yep.
That's my biggest goal. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think we'll go to Dublin with all this stuff that's going on with Russia?
I do.
My question, Bryce says, my question for G-Dub and JP is, what does the black shirt brand and throwing the bones mean to you? Ooh,
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
That's a good one. Bear with me. I'm writing this down. The black shirt brand. I like that. And throwing the bones. Because, you know, some of those guys didn't even throw the bones. They make a good play. And sometimes they didn't even throw the bones. Good question. Yeah, I meant Northwestern, not Illinois. We're playing Northwestern.
We knew what you meant.
I know. You got to help me out, though. Northwestern. Yeah, Northwestern's who we playing. I kind of lost track from last year playing Illinois' first game out the gates, but playing Northwestern, that should be a win.
This is a really good one about recruits. That's a really good one about take 2 or 3 star recruits that play hard, a bit nasty, and has won championships at the high school level, more than a 4 or 5 star robot who doesn't love football and just plays just to play.
So their opinion on recruits. Okay, we'll get that question. Their opinion on recruits. Anything else? Come on, Bryce. What else you got? What other questions you got? What motivated you, or what motivated or influenced you as a kid to want to become a football player? Okay. Good stuff, fellas. What motivated you to become?
They follow up with or who.
Okay. All right. Could the 90s defense still be dominant today with the rules that benefit the offense so much more? Ooh, Dusty. That's a good question, Dusty. Dusty, could the 90s defense? I don't know. It was so nasty, man. Half the defense might have got kicked out of the game. That's a good question, though. Still be dominant. See, because they're going to want to come in here and jack around and stuff. And I ain't having it. We're going to get some questions answered here by 2 guys that were great, 2 first-round draft picks in the same doggone draft from the same team. So that's a good question. Any more? Bring them on. We got about 4 minutes to go. Ask who Grant and Jason's favorite coaches were all time. Well, I can answer that for you, but okay. I'm gonna go on a limb right now, and I'm gonna say Coach McBride, but I could be wrong. Favorite coach. Okay. Anything else out there? Got a question? Hit the Sauter Heyman text line up 402-999-4620. Sauter Heyman text line 402-999-4620. Ask them if they pecan pie. We done with that. Ask them if they gonna go for 1 or 2 again. What made you decide to come to Nebraska, and how can we get kids to have that feeling again? That's a good question. Could you ask Jason Peter who is meaner? Him or Christian? Come on, John. You know the answer to that, John. Christian. I can answer that, but I'm gonna ask them that. That's a great question. Jason's pretty doggone mean, but Christian just had something else. Who was meaner? That is a good question. Who was meaner? Okay. Let's see. As you've gotten older, do you realize how the impact you have had on kids that play football growing up in Nebraska? Okay, good question. What's their favorite part about practices and least favorite part? Good question. Who were their toughest opponents besides VJ? I like that question. Who were their toughest opponents? Gotcha. I'm writing it down now because we can't scroll. So once I read the text and you get 3 or 4 texts and it disappears, that's what it is. So I'm writing it down. So bear with me. Bear with me. Give me some music. Who's the most dominant player you ever played on both sides of the ball? Ask him if he liked toying with you when he knew he had tougher tight ends to play against. What? Pecan pie. Stop that. He didn't play against a tougher tight end than me. Double nickel. Have you considered adding Winstrom? I ain't reading that. I'm not reading that. 402-274-09. Double nickel. Have you considered adding Winstrom, blah, 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 to your line of clean juice flavors? You guys are crazy out there. Grant Winstrom, Jason Peter, with me tomorrow in the studio. It's gonna be some slobber knocking going on tomorrow. Do not miss it. The captain. I'm with Nick. Ticket 93.7. Let's go. I'll let your boy go.